then you'd reappear. Sometimes we all feel a little afraid. We don't put our emotions on display. But I've gotta be strong, and I don't wanna know if you feel it too. Your chances are gone, and I don't need you anymore,
GMS.
Try to toe the line, make you wanna stay. Asking myself why you keep going away. Don't want more goodbyes, so I've gotta say that although I've tried, sometimes we all feel a little unsure. We don't really know what we're here for, but I've got to move on, and I don't wanna know if you feel it too. Your chances are gone, and I don't need you I'm not looking for someone to dry all my tears. No, I'm not looking for someone to scare away the fears. No, I know it's not gonna happen. Don't believe in happy forever after. No one should have to feel this torn, or unable to speak with voices to soar. We could do better than this. We could do better than this. When you stand in the middle of the crowd, I wanna know it's me that you're missing. We could do better than this. We are much bigger than this. When you stand in the middle of the crowd, I wanna know it's me that you're missing. Me that you're missing. Me that you're missing.
Gaming Morning Show.
Ah, the sounds of morning.
Early in the morning,
Birds singing.
gotta feed the donkey.
The sun peeking above the
When you
horizon.
feed the donkey,
The gentle nudge from your morning alarm clock.
this is what he says.
A subtle reminder that today is a new day. A new day for you to watch Gaming Morning Show. The show where you'll find science lessons,
Says when I bake bread, I give thousands of yeast organisms. organisms false hope by feeding them sugar before ruthlessly cooking them to death in an oven and eating their corpses.
Wow.
I thought you were about bread a whole new way.
I thought you were about to say orgasms for a second there. Did either of you ever have that happen when you were in like biology class and you're reading?
Have an orgasm? I've never orgasmed during
The biology text doesn't do that for you. It's like, oh yeah.
Great deals.
computers and accessories
Wait,
special bundle.
Mike, they got the super chroma color in. Did you know they had that? You
I know.
overpaid for your computer.
By a lot. I wonder if, do you think they price match?
They might. Well, this is half off.
Can you take a screenshot of this and try to get a store price match?
And linguistic perfection.
Is that like when I roll my R's?
Good.
Romance.
Great.
Romance. See, everyone? It's not a hiss.
So let me hear your battle cry.
Kiki, oh!
Kiki what?
As we all charge into Gaming Morning Show.
More like Kiki, whoa, am I right?
Now, if only I could find a way out of this box. I'll catch up. 'Cause GMS starts right now.
Morning, gamer. It's Gaming Morning Show. It's Monday, start of a new week. It's November 1st, start a new month. 2021, same old year. But could you imagine?
Boring.
Right? Come on, get with it, November. Kick us on over to 2022. That'd be better. It is going to be fun. We have an action-packed show because you get to look at those two on the left and look at those mustaches for about 3 hours. Woohoo! That's something else right there. Ooh. Maybe I lied.
No?
Maybe it's not as good as I had. No. Eesh. Awkward.
Wonderful.
Is it? Is it wonderful?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. That's Mike O. That is Sean on the left. I think both of you need to send me some more audio if you can. That's odd. Kiki Lowe is here this morning. Lady K is here as well. Good morning. Scott Chick checked in right at 6 o'clock, a minute after a good old Let's Go from our good friend Mike. I get the impression that both of you did Halloween last night.
Yep.
No.
Yep.
I just napped.
I wish I would have napped. Jeez.
Would have been easier.
Walking around and like talking to people and lots of it's a Mario. Like, yeah, duh. Stupid.
Was that what you were? Was Mario?
No, I was a porn star. I just walked around saying, "Oh, look, you're stuck in that oven." Oh, that would have been a great. Dang it! Next year, I'll have to get like a fake oven for Megan to like wear. It'll be great. She'll never do it because she's wholesome, but it would be fun.
10 minutes into the
What are
show.
you doing, step oven?
Oh, it's 10 minutes in the show. All right, we're going to make it through, I promise. We have good things coming up on the horizon. One of those things is we'll talk to the CEO and founder of Player vs. Hunger. We'll talk to Sylvie coming up on Saturday. It is Full Plate 2021, a $40,000 fundraiser for that organization that fights food insecurity. We'll talk about that coming up. Also, we have Gaming Morning Show, Morning Gaming News, and we have Birthdays This Day in Gaming History coming up this hour. I'm surprised Sean didn't bust out the wig that you were wearing last night. That seemed like it was becoming one with you.
It'll make its appearance.
Okay, all right.
Don't you worry.
Otherwise, Discord. We gotta have pictures or something. Chat, did you do anything for Halloween? And if so, did you dress up as a costume or in a costume? Excuse me. Put it.
Dress up as a costume.
Wearing
What
my
are you
costume
for Halloween. I'm a
I'm
costume.
It's me. You can do either. If you were a costume or you dressed up in a costume, put it in our Discord. You can. Lady K. So my cat is weird. He likes plantain chips. I mean, I've seen Arturo eat some odd things.
Arturo likes eating pumpkin.
Yeah.
We confirmed that. The 2 years in a row, he eats a little piece of pumpkin.
Just a little bitty piece of pumpkin. Just
Just a little bitty.
Small Arturo piece of pumpkin. Holy cow! It is World Vegan Day. It is Go Cook for Your Pets Day. Speaking of Kay's cat and Arturo. It is Authors Day. Vinegar Day. Scented Candle Day. Extra Mile Day. Job Action Day. Broadcast Traffic Professionals Day. Oh, that's actually a very important job. French Fried Calamari Day. National Brush Day. National Calzone Day.
It's not a pizza.
A calzone is not a pizza. Calzone is not a pizza.
Yeah.
National Men Make Dinner Day? What the hell is that? Not the part where like men shouldn't make dinner. It's why is that a day?
just today.
Gender
apparently.
norms. Right?
Ugh. I hope that thing was founded in like 1938. National Cinnamon Day, Recreation Day. It is also the kickoff of a couple of months. National Native American Heritage Month and National Gratitude Month. Sean, Mike, I'm grateful for you.
Oh, thanks. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Bear, you're pretty okay too.
He says, roar.
Yeah, that's on brand.
He can talk. He just chooses not to.
Vinegar Day. Authors Day. There's a whole bunch of days. So many
There's
days.
a lot of days today. I didn't write them all down because there was like a million of them, and I was like, we're not gonna do all these.
This is just like tip of the iceberg stuff.
Kind of. Yeah.
Okay. Like
There
the
were some
iceberg's,
like more
half
like
out.
in-depth days, and I was like, I don't think we should.
You were pretty excited about calzones. You gonna have a calzone tonight though?
I mean, you do have to cook.
Yeah, that's
true.
Well, the pizza dough is a process, though. That's the only downside.
I don't really crave calzones all that much. I like the Puzzone, which was like a Pizza Hut cheap old calzone thing that they made. That was fine because that thing was small.
Is that gone?
Yeah, well, it comes and goes.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it was like $5. It was great.
It was good.
But like calzones, like proper, like real calzones, there's so much dough.
Yeah.
And you have to have a knife and a fork. It's effort. I'd rather just have a pizza.
Show history. Here we go. Nope, doesn't tell me when it started. The men make stuff day.
I'm gonna pretend it was like the 1930s. And
Yeah, I would really like to make calzones for dinner, but like I said, I make my dough from scratch, so that's like a 4-hour process.
Are you cold? Like every time I shave all this, I just get cold.
I hate it, but it's great because my wife hates it too, so that's funny. But more importantly, it'll in like 2 weeks. I'll look like Santa Claus again. So.
It's 2 weeks, so that's a long time. It is No Shave November, though, and that's our topic of the day. We're asking what's something you've successfully completed in a month, because I get the impression that you two then are now going to participate in this event.
I'll be shaving when I get ready for work after the show.
Okay. And are you going full clean? Mike, are you going full clean?
I'm not because I'm participating in Movember. And Movember is it's a website, but it's also a movement to promote men's health. And on my Twitter, at @LookIt'sMikeO, I've pinned a tweet. I'm trying to raise money this month. I'm trying to raise $1,000. If I can get there at the end of the month, I'm going to do a 12-hour stream. But I want to try to raise $1,000. The 3 big things that Movember concentrates on are men's mental health, prostate and testicular cancer, because I think I was reading this morning, and men die on average 5 years younger than women from mostly preventable illnesses. So guys are really bad at like, I don't feel good, let's go to the doctor. A lot of guys are like, nah, I'll eat some dirt, it'll be fine, and that's not cool, because I think I was reading about 1 male dies of suicide every minute. And that's a really crappy number, and I would love to raise money to get some resources together so we can kind of combat some of that, because dudes are pretty okay.
You can follow Mike on Twitter at LookIt'sMikeO. So a hybrid between No Shave November and Movember. Did I got that right?
Yes.
All right, thank you for doing that and raising some funds. Keep us in the loop of some of the stats and some of the things you read. I like how you said, gonna eat some dirt.
You're gonna eat some dirt. That's how that cures everything, right?
Rub some dirt on it. No.
Yeah.
I eat my dirt. I'm a real man.
yeah.
I'll rub
Real
some dirt
ma-
on it, but it hurts on the inside.
real men eat dirt.
That's my
I ate a lot
kidney
of
or
dirt as a
something.
kid. It's fine. I'm turned out pretty fine.
Oh, yeah, everything's good. Kiki Lowe yesterday was on the Gray Aurora Live channel on Twitch, which was a podcast
Aurora.
that Kiki and Superphonic both were guests on. I've gotten about halfway through the VOD yesterday. It was really fun. I keep forgetting how, like, many things Kiki's done in terms of, like, having, famous fathers and, like, playing tennis at, like, the top level in the UK.
I can't believe Questlove.
Right? And so casually, too. It's like, tell me about your life growing up. And Kiki's like, oh, yeah, blah, 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 blah. And then Superphonic goes, oh, yeah, Kiki forgot to mention that, her father played with the Bee Gees. And the two hosts were like, what? What?
Yeah.
Buried the lead. I believe you're technically a squash pro now, correct? You've pivoted. Did you billiards me?
No, you were like, it's like you're trying to score, but you got the magnet thing on, so the ball just like keeps coming back to you.
Yep. I don't get how you use the magnet for good. The magnet just seems
I
for
don't
evil
either.
at this point. So, but that person did smash me with that like opponent hammer, and it was like a billiard situation where I was the ball and that was the cue ball. It just smacked me into the goal. It was great.
Kiki, what color was the shuttlecock?
Probably white with some red on it. Most
I
of them
mean,
are
you could probably get some like pretty fancy cocks in there. I mean,
shuttlecocks.
shuttle. I thought we call it cock for short. In the game, in the league.
Dirt white. What color is dirt white?
Dirt white. You don't know what dirt white is? It's Kiki. Dirt is brown. I just wanna. I don't mean to be annoying.
It's UK dirt.
Oh, is UK dirt white?
Could be.
I don't know. I've never been there.
Could be, I guess.
So why did you play badminton? I've never actually heard of anyone playing badminton outside of, like professionals.
Like family.
I hadn't even thought of that.
Family reunions.
I just got dragged into the goal.
Okay, thank you, Lady K. I just wanted to... Lady K has confirmed that dirt is not white in the UK.
It's like, let me go. I don't want to go over there. Yeah, family events, people who play it like professionally, and then like gym class.
Yeah. Do you ever watch like the professional, like in the Olympics?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
They're a little too much for me.
It's great. It's like watching table tennis.
Dude,
Like,
that gets nuts too.
yeah, pro table tennis is amazing.
It's something. Oh, geez, that guy just waylaid that.
We'll go get him a squash racket. I guess you guys have been pretty busy with, getting the house in order and stuff.
Oh, fudge.
But hey, chat, if you're waiting to see Super's stream room, because we've seen Kiki's over the last week, Super kind of previewed what either the stream room or the stream dining room. I can't tell. Does Super not have his own stream room? Is he kind of in the kitchen, dining room area?
He gets the whole dining room.
Maybe that's for Super's cooking streams.
We don't need a place to eat. We'll just, have it in the dining room. Come here, punk. Ha!
No! Phew. That was close. It appears to be a stream space. Fair. Streaming in space.
Come here, ball.
Alright. I'm blocking for you at Blocksports.gaming.
Ooh, take that, Sean.
I switched
Get
places
wrecked,
with someone
noob.
trying to help.
Watch this block. Sean didn't even see it coming. Nicked you. Now we got...
The downside about shaving is I discovered this big zit right here. It was hidden by hair before. But now I just keep playing with it.
Gross.
Yeah, it's real nasty.
Coming up later, Mike
Tastes really gross,
pops
too.
a zit on stream.
Yeah, let's pop that zit, baby. Whoopsie. Oh, that was the wrong one. Fudge.
Nice save.
Part 3 coming soon.
Oh,
Part
I'm
3.
excited to go into the office and be like, whoa. Like, hey, what's up, guys?
Oh, Kiki.
That's really nasty.
I hear that those are very popular channels on YouTube.
My 13-year-old really likes Dr. Pimple Popper. 14-year-old, sorry.
Oh.
Kill me. And I want to vomit.
I don't find it satisfying.
No. You know how sometimes on Twitter, like, a random video will pop up and, like, autoplay sometimes? There was one of that, and I really wanted to vomit. I felt just, like, disgusted.
Lady K. Pimple popping are popular channels.
Lady K. Go, go, go.
No! Okay.
Hey!
This is the best I've ever done with spikes. And then this person
like
grabbed me and slowed me
1:30.
down.
It's 1:30 in the UK. Why are you showering now, Kiki? Is it like a midday shower?
It's funny that you say that, because I have seen a lot of like TikTok, Instagram reels that say like the one best thing about working from home is the midday shower.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that one.
It's like going on your lunch break, then being able to take your shower instead of having to do it in the morning.
Oh, turn. Oh.
That was worth a
Good turnaround
trophy.
time.
Stopping it like that and getting a save was called Stopped Cold.
Wow. Yeah, I couldn't turn in time.
Good moron to you, Kate Zetas. Good to see you this morning on Gaming Morning Show.
Top of the moron.
Today is a wonderful day. I don't have any meetings. Let's go. Are you also taking a midday shower?
Well, considering it's Kate's morning.
That's true.
I mean, maybe?
I mean, too early to tell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about the daylight savings time already happening in the UK, so so we have to do that for a week.
Someone mentioned that yesterday, and I was like, please don't tell Ryan, because it's going to be really funny when he's like, wait, what?
Well,
Oh.
it's easy because I have my clocks here. It's when I'm trying to do the mental math. It's like, okay, this thing starts here. I know that's 8 hours, and then it's clearly not anymore because I have to go 7 hours or whatever it is now. Ooh, exciting though. We have book flights has Kikilo, so the super Kiki visit to the States is in fact happening, unless something unexpected happens. And at this point, can't we just expect the unexpected?
Nice.
We're winners.
Nice work.
We did it, chat. 6:26 West Coast time. Thanks for being here. It's Gaming Morning Show. 9:26 out on the East Coast. It is 1:26 in the UK. So disappointed. It's 1:26.
Picky.
Kate, I heard you were apparently a ghost hunting pro. Coming soon, Kate Sade switches from Stardew Valley to full-time Phasmo streamer. Yeah.
What is she, Chris M.E.? No. She's Kate Zade.
Yeah, I heard somebody sabotaged Kiki on the podcast. She said that it was Super got her killed in Phasmo. It's ridiculous.
Of course he did.
Coming up, a rare phallic plant blooms at a Dutch university. That's according to Ben Hooper. An alligator crawls out of a Mobile storm drain. Did we have this one last week, or is this a different alligator?
What are you talking about? There's nothing there.
Okay, and that's pretty neat. Gate 2020 coming up. New Zealand straight crossed for the first time by an electric plane. Okay, we got a hodgepodge of stories. It's coming up. Never know what to expect on Gaming Morning Show except for this, and that is the news. It's time to get informed. Here's hashtag video game expert Sean.
Good morning. It is Monday, November 1st, 2021, and this is your Gaming Morning Show morning gaming news. We got some Nintendo news. Nintendo is reportedly closing its California and Toronto offices. This is from John Carson of Game Informer.
Johnny Carson.
Johnny Carson.
Thought he was dead.
The shuttering of the office in Redwood City, California affects around 100 employees within Nintendo's sales and marketing department, as well as its NMI, which is a dedicated merchandising field team who work with retail stores across the country. Many of the now displaced staff were upset over the decision, but Nintendo's doing their best to kind of take any of those employees and services into their Redmond, Washington, and Vancouver, BC offices. We're moving, this is a quote from Nintendo, we're moving more of our employees and operations into those headquarters, and we'll be closing small satellite offices in Toronto and Toronto, Ontario, and Redwood City, California over time. We don't know yet how many total jobs have been affected by this decision, but from what we've learned in the above statement, many roles are relocating to Nintendo of America and Canada's headquarters.
Okay. Well, I mean, anytime someone potentially loses a job, good thoughts, y'all.
That's too bad. We'll see. I'm sure we'll hear more about this as those actually close in the coming months. Also, thanks, Johnny Carson.
Yeah.
It's Johnny.
From the grave.
In our next news story, in the most acquisition-y non-acquisition story of the day, Sega and Microsoft announced a gaming, quote, strategic alliance.
Of American
the two,
football.
This is from Matt Purslow of IGN. The two will work together as part of a, quote, super game initiative. They got a lot of cool names for this. Strategic Alliance, Super Game Initiative. But they have announced that they are going to align and that Sega will produce games built on Microsoft's Azure cloud platform. This was announced via a press release, and in which Sega explained that the agreement is part of the company's Super Game Initiative, which aims to create, quote, new and innovative games with a focus on global online communities. So there you go. This proposed alliance represents Sega looking ahead and by working with Microsoft to anticipate such trends as they accelerate further in future. The goal is to optimize development processes and continue to bring high-quality experiences to players using Azure cloud technologies, said Sega's statement.
We're not buying them. We're strategery.
I saw some tweets about this morning, and I didn't get a chance to consume it enough to feel like I know what I was talking about. But it sounds like they're building like some really big online games, basically.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
People can play them, and Sonic might be there. I don't know.
Yep.
But it's not an acquisition.
Gotta go fast. Do you live in Germany? And
a snowman.
do you want to play a game that's 24 years old?
Yes.
Well, do I have great news for you? After 24 years, Goldeneye Nintendo 64 is now no longer banned in Germany.
Yay!
Also, did you know Goldeneye 64 was banned in Germany?
No, I did not.
This is from Zach Zweisen of Kotaku. Yeah, GoldenEye 007 for the 64 was released in 97 and was banned in Germany as media harmful to young persons. But somehow now it's not. So neat. You can't really go out and buy GoldenEye for the 64, but many are speculating that this might be part of Nintendo's plan to re-release it on the Nintendo Switch in the 64 games that we've discussed recently, that you can play those on your Switch. So many believe that they were trying to get it unbanned in Germany so that when they release it on the Nintendo 64 emulator on the Switch, you can play it in Germany. We don't know for sure it's coming yet, but that's the speculation.
Okay. So it was not, you just couldn't play it. Like, there wasn't a fine or something if you were caught playing it. Like, or you couldn't buy it.
You couldn't buy it.
Okay.
Yeah.
'Cause that would have been rough if it's like, excuse me, I witnessed you bust out your N64 and I saw James Bond.
I saw him do it.
So that's going to be $1,000.
Were you quickly trying to remember what money they use in Germany?
No, definitely wasn't doing that. But if I wanted to remember what that was, do you remember what they're called?
Guggenfloven.
That's not right. It's not true.
No, it's not.
It sounds like you just tried to make up a German word. Maybe.
Schloven Schnitzel.
That sounds like you're doing the same thing. K-Laugh!
It's a euro, I bet, actually, because aren't they part of
probably
the
a euro
EU?
now? But what was it 24 years ago?
Yeah, that's where I was going
When I
with that.
googled it, it was a douche mark. Yeah. Douche mark. I'll put it in chat. Don't worry. There you go.
But what was it 24 years ago?
See? Douche mark.
That's Deutsch, I believe.
Oh, I thought that was douche. My bad.
And why is Mark
I took Spanish in high school.
why is Mark capitalized?
I don't know. I literally copy and pasted. That's all it was.
Who's Mark?
Why is he a douche?
Deutsch, I
And always,
think.
Oh,
guys,
God.
last but not least, we finish off today's gaming morning show, morning gaming news with the world-renowned segment within a segment where we take a look at what is out today. It's a pretty good Monday. We have 4 total games out today.
Wait a minute. Are these
we
made-up
have-
games?
The Legend of Tianding out on Switch and PC. I mean, technically all games are made-up games. Ecstasy out on Switch, but it's spelled EKSTASE. Ecstasy out on Switch. QB Planets out on Switch. I don't know what's going on there. QB Planets. But for the most prestigious award in video game focused morning shows, your favorite segment within a segment within a segment. Today's name of the morning goes to Dogs Organized Neatly out on PC. Very coordinated dogs.
Who organizes them?
Good dogs.
I don't know, but they're organized very neatly.
How are they able to do it so neatly? This is the kind
Very
of
well
things we have to
trained.
find out with this game. Oh my gosh. Dogs organized neatly out today for PC.
It's a good one.
Huh. How about that? Good for them. You might be name of the month. Believe it or not, it could happen. It's November. It's a new month. We haven't even selected our name of the month for October. Do you want to know why?
Yes.
Yeah, why?
Because we haven't even picked one for June. So we got a backlog. You know what this is becoming? I remember when I was introduced in this gamer's sphere to the Stack of Shame, I believe is what I was told it was called. Where you buy a whole bunch of games that you've never played. I think we're getting a name of the month Stack of Shame.
Yep.
Okay. It's shameful. But it's our shame, and we own it. So if you want to have a chance to win Name of the Month giveaways, become a Patreon. It helps because you get double entries. It's like playing FanDuel, but you're quiet and you're always winning, which is apparently what Mike O is trying to figure out right now and crack the code of football wagering.
Pretty sure I have. I don't, unless they make money go away. I had like $30 in FanDuel like 4 years ago. So I'm assuming it's still there, right?
I think you earn interest if you keep it in the FanDuel accounts. I'm not an investor.
I don't believe that.
I think it's like a 10% return. So,
like they return the money to their things.
It's safer than in the market. So, check it out. Our subscriber tier is cheaper than a Twitch subscription. Gives you access to things like live audiences whenever we have those, Patreon-only Discord channels, participant priority for games like Among Us, Jackbox, Party Packs, and more, and birthday cards on Twitter or a physical card if you include a shipping address. Double entries into select giveaways, including our name of the month, as I mentioned. That's all available at patreon.com/gamingmorningshow. You can definitely check it out by going to patreon.com/gamingmorningshow and clicking the subscribe button. Over 25 of you have already joined us on this journey, and we're so appreciative. If you missed any of the Gaming Morning Show morning gaming news, check out our Twitter at WatchGMS.
Hashtag GMS Morning Gaming News.
Top of the morons, you Downs, even though you have a new look. It's good to see you. A little more hottish, pinkish today.
What happened?
So, also, Quiet I Am Gaming's here.
Top of the moron.
And we didn't get a chance to say hi to KJ yet, who's been hanging out since before the news. It's good to see you as well. King Gray
Good moron
has checked in as well. Quiet says, open your new FanDuel savings account with the code FANSAVE and we'll deposit $200 into your account with your first direct deposit. Quiet, is that your promo code? It's okay if it is. Just let us know. It's fine. And yes, it's $2.39 in Rome right now. It's $1.39 for those in the UK.
Which Rome? Rome, Georgia?
Rome, Georgia. How many Romes are there, K-Laugh?
A lot.
Because we've done that recently with Paris, I believe. All right, there's a story about a Dutch university from Ben Hooper of UPI, Mike.
Is there?
I believe so.
I don't remember. You tell me what about it though?
Yeah, there's like a rare plant that's blooming at this Dutch university.
This contact is really messed up, and I can't quite. Can you tell me what that one says?
I believe it's a rare flower, and it's been named.
Letters.
It's been named.
Yeah.
The pea plant.
No, there's a lot more letters than that.
What's your favorite cryptid?
Bigfoot?
And then what's the one that has the water on your desk?
Loch Ness?
Piss. Damn it, I tried to say pee right before you said Ness. Didn't work. Bob, help me out. Mike's favorite thing is what again? Pee.
It was the Loch Ness Monster.
Damn it, that didn't work either. Anyway, tell us about the penis plant, Mike.
Yeah.
Tell us about it. Okay, go ahead.
There was it's incredible what happened here. A rare flower nicknamed the penis plant bloomed at a nut. Oh my god. Oh boy. Yeah, so this plant bloomed at a Netherlands University botanical garden, a rare occurrence in Europe. The University of Leiden said the penis plant, known scientifically as the penis plant, blooms only once every 2 decades, and the university's botanical garden hasn't had one of the plants bloom since 1997. Thanks, Kate. The flower is known as a penis plant due to the phallic shape of its bloom. That's what I said in high school. The school said it is rare for the Indonesia native plants to bloom in Europe due to the vastly different climate and weather conditions. The plant that bloomed this month is 6 years old, and researchers noticed it was budding in mid-September. The university made arrangements to allow the public to see the blooming flower and experience its famously foul odor, which often is compared to rotting flesh. See a doctor? The penis plant is a smaller cousin of the not penis plant, more commonly known as a corpse flower. The corpse flower went on display in May of this year at an abandoned gas station in Alameda, California. Okay. Gardener Solomon Leva grew the plant and brought it to the closed gas station so the public could view it.
What are you doing with that plant? I'm taking it to the closed gas station where all the great plants are displayed. If you're playing what Mike's said bingo this morning, we've had step oven, we've had Deutsch mispronounced,
Douche mark.
and we now have the penis plant. That's all in the first 42 minutes of this edition of Gaming Morning Show. It's been a ride so far.
Hey, I'm only here for an hour. I gotta get it all out there.
I do like how the long name for this is Amorphalis Titanium, something like that.
Sure.
But phallus isn't it?
Well, the titanium is the non-penis plant.
But the first one was the other one.
Decus sylvae.
Okay. Amorphalis.
Phallus. Yeah, well, it's because it looks like a dong, so they had to put phallus in there. It's a really cool looking plant, to be honest.
Sorry, KJ.
Thanks. Dang it, KJ. Stop saying words like that.
KJ tries and tries. I think Automod now picks on KJ more than anyone, and that includes Gonzo. So,
Yeah,
sorry.
you're
KJ.
not wrong.
We'll have a conversation with Automod very soon. Phallus. If you say it very fast, it basically sounds like amorphallus.
Amorphalis.
As opposed to
Ding
less
and
phallus.
ding and crowlus. I don't know.
Well, cool. Good story, Ben. Go back to animals, verb, place.
I was
Top.
quite proud of Ben for the story. Thanks.
It's good to see you, Digital Duck Games.
Good moron.
What are we doing?
I think we're hanging out. What?
That's what Downs wrote.
So, question, Downs. Is that like your name for the plant? Is that a statement? Is that just like a question? And if it is a question, who is it geared towards?
It's in the form of a question. Maybe
Yeah.
Downs played Jeopardy or something. Please know that we're still expecting Sylvie to join us, the CEO and founder of Player vs. Hunger.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen.
That's scheduled coming up today at 7:25 a.m. Pacific time. We hope Sylvie will be here. Good morning to you, Digital Games. It's good to hear from you this morning. It is No Shave November, so we're asking you, what is something that you've accomplished over the course of a month before?
My thing didn't blink. There we go. I don't know if it's been like a course of a month. I mean, I've accomplished things over the course of time.
How much time? Like 30
Yeah,
days
like
or so?
7 weeks. Definitely not a month. It was like 4.5 weeks. But all of you should participate in No Shave November too. Even the ladies. I don't want you to feel left out. Also, thank you, Scott Chick. I just got the notification that you donated. I appreciate you.
We did retweet Mike's fundraiser on the Watch GMS handle.
Excuse me, I burped. If you weren't here earlier, just real quick, you may notice there's a glorious mustache on my face. It's for a few reasons. One, to piss off my wife. Not so much piss off, she just really hates it, which I think is really funny. Two, thanks, Kate. That's good. Two, I was Super Mario for Halloween. If you check out my Twitter, you see a picture of me on there. And then also, third is I'm participating in Movember this year. And basically, Movember is a fundraiser or charity event. I don't really know how to do this. It's a movement where it encourages guys to either not shave or grow a mustache for the month of November. You kind of do your own. You can do your own little mabobber. But what their goal is they're trying to raise money for awareness and research to help. Oh, it transported me far away. In order to help raise awareness and get research, like I said, in order to help with 3 major things. One is men's mental health, testicular, and prostate cancer. On average, men live 5 years less than women, and it's not just as one of my old boss used to say, it's because women nag you all the time, which isn't true at all. I mean, it's just I always thought that was really dumb. But what it really is there's a lot of preventable diseases that men don't pay attention to, or that there's not a whole lot of treatment and cures for, especially the mental health aspect of it. A male dies of suicide once every minute. So over the course of our show, 90 men will have committed suicide, which isn't a fun fact at all, but it's unfortunately true. So they're raising funds to help kind of combat that. So on my Twitter, there is a link for my Movember. I'm trying to raise $1,000 for the month, and if I can get to $1,000 at the end of the month, I will do a 12-hour stream. And depending how far away I am, I might do a 12-hour stream anyway to help raise more money. So if you could check it out, if you can give anything, that would be great. If all you can give is a retweet, that would be fantastic as well. So I'm really hoping to be able to do that. So that was a lot of words. A lot of words for me to say I love you.
Twitter.com/look it's Mike O.
I think it's backslash actually. Not that it matters. Don't touch me, don't touch me, don't touch me, don't touch me. Oh wow.
Nice work.
Nice work.
Nice.
Digital Doc says, awesome. Kate says,
Assume. Assume what? You know what it means when you assume nothing? I'm back. But yeah, I really miss my beard.
So we talked about leading into trick-or-treating, the guardian tax, which is, having to teach the children for whom you guardian how taxes work.
Yeah, it's a life lesson.
And so, curious, how do you feel about your potential tax claim this year?
Dude, so we only went out for like an hour and a half, right? We didn't do the full 3 hours or whatever. And we have like 2 full grocery sacks of candy.
Nice.
However, there is so one of my favorite things, right, is the Tootsie Rolls that are like the big square ones.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That's my favorite Halloween candy because you don't usually see it elsewhere, and those are great, right? We only got one of them, and it was smushed.
Oh no!
I was really, really upset.
We got quite a few. I'll have to send you some.
Oh, thanks.
I mean, it's got to be a trade, though. Like, we don't give candy away for free.
I will send you a Diet Sunkist, Sean.
I feel like you pre-prepared that already.
Oh, definitely. Just, it's fine.
And Sean definitely
yes,
has it.
I am Polish, by the way, Kate. I was just about to dox myself and tell you my last name.
It's Mike.
With an O.
It's Mike. I am
It
Polish.
ends with Polish.
Nice. Clean that up. Thought you had it. Oh, no's not smushed. Yeah. Candy
I
gets
was very
smushed.
upset. Like, very, very upset. Oh, you saw my last name on the donut. You know what? That's a very fair point. I've already doxed myself, so it's fine.
Oh, the internet always wins.
Oh man,
The internet's undefeated.
Yep, Polish.
It's attached to me.
Yep.
That's funny.
Oh.
Your last name is on the dono page. I'd hate for you to know what it is, though.
Oh my gosh.
You are one of life's winners.
Nice work.
If you'd like to find out my last name, just go to the donation page.
Wait,
You
do
don't
they
even
not
have to
even
donate?
I was gonna say, do they even have to donate?
Oh no! Can I change that?
Hey, everything that
Just
Mike said
kidding.
about donating for Movember, just don't yet. Okay, wait about
Just don't.
24 hours,
For-
please. That'd
About
be
3
great.
minutes.
Oh my gosh. It's now 6:52 on the West Coast, 9:52 out east. It is 1:52 for those watching GMS in the afternoon. Now earlier in the afternoon. Ugh.
For a
Gross.
few days. Don't worry. Saturday we catch up.
I know, but I don't like how. Honestly, I think I'm more annoyed that there's a difference. We wait a week from each other than I am
It's
about
really
daylight
stupid.
savings time in general. So
This week was a mess last year too. I remember.
Ugh.
Ryan was all out of sorts all week.
wasn't just not prepared. Can't do it. Today, celebrity birthdays wise, and if you have a birthday to celebrate, chat, please let us know. Lyle Lovett has a birthday today. Is 64.
Hold on. Lyle Lovett's only 64? I thought he was 64 back in like 1997. Wow.
Yeah, Lyle's had
Yep.
an older look about him.
He's had a go too. However, he did graduate from Texas A&M, so go Lyle. Roll Tide. It's not the same thing.
Rocker. I love when they use rocker. It cracks me up. Anthony Kiedis, I believe,
This
59
one's
today.
deserved.
Okay.
Yeah. That's an actual rocker as opposed
Do you
to
like the Red Hot Chili Peppers?
indifferent.
Okay.
I listen to their music, but I won't buy it or like go out of my way.
Right.
It's always the signal for me to change the radio station. So
They have 12 Grammy nominations and 3 wins. Isn't that great?
It's pretty good.
so great.
So
How about-
good.
How about actress Toni Collette turning 49 today?
Right.
I'll allow it.
Yeah, she's good to go. 20 more years. It'll be nice.
She played the
Checks
mom with Haley Joel Osment. in
So
Sixth
she
Sense.
doesn't see dead people.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spoiler. Sorry. For anyone who didn't see a movie from then,
How long ago was it?
douche mark. I don't know, 19. Kyle. When did that movie come out? Six Sense is what it's
Spoiler
called.
tease! You know, Socrates' brother. Kind of a jerk.
That's a deep callback, Bob. I think that's so deep. I don't know if anybody remembers that one. That's funny. Apparently, there's been 199.9. You guys are talking about Reese's cups. We're doing birthdays.
That's a lot of.
All right, we're gonna
Is that
talk
how many
about
Reese's cups there are? Is it 199.9?
199.9 cups on the wall. 199.9 cups.
9.
Jenny McCarthy turns 49 today.
Neat.
Judge on Masked Singer.
Yeah. Person. She's alive.
Is
Way to
anyone
go, Jenny.
is anyone still watching Masked Singer?
My wife kinda does.
Oh, good. Downs has doxed himself on the Movember.
Hey, Downs, I saw your donation come through. It's not that big of a reach. So
Hey, good news,
kinda-
Chad. You're playing right into Mike's ploy to find out everyone's real names.
it's true. Ha ha, sucker.
We've got a drummer birthday!
We have 2 drummer birthdays.
What? Oh, gosh. Okay.
It's drummer Rick Allen's birthday of Def Leppard. He's 58. And actor/drummer Alex Wolf from the Naked Brothers band. He's 24.
You know what the worst part of the other the first drummer's birthday is? He won't hear us sing happy birthday to him. Nor will his pet cat. Def Leppard? Never mind. Yeah, that one went far. It's Big Kenny of Big and Rich is 58. Big Kenny.
Man of size Kenny.
It's also Willie D of the Ghetto Boys. He's 55. Because you know why? Because damn, it feels good to be a gangster.
Def Leppard.
Yes. Deep.
Today is Tim Cook's birthday, 61, the Apple CEO, and Gary Player, pro golfer, is 86. K-Laugh, there's a golfer birthday.
K-Lap, he plays golf like you. Ooh, how do we miss this one? It's country singer Kinky Friedman's 77th birthday. Kinky Friedman.
It's a good
douche
name.
mark.
Oh, no. That's a good name. Top of the Moron to you, Copia. It's good to see you today. It's time for This Day in Gaming History.
Top of the moron.
1995. I can't remember. What are the rules? It has to be before 1995, I do believe. Correct? So 1995 does not count. Get wrecked, This Day in Gaming History. But that year, Acclaim released Mortal Kombat 3 for PlayStations in the UK. A good moron.
Good moron.
To you, Mad Artisans. Good. It was fun to watch Vectober a bunch this last month. I'm late to work and shouldn't be on my computer, but I figured I'd pop in and say hi. Hey. Do rebel things. Okay? Just zig when everyone zags. It's fine. It's fine. Also 95, Tails Adventures came out for Game Gear. In 96, Acclaim released the Mortal Kombat trilogy for the N64. That same year, Donkey Kong Country 3, Dixie Kong's Double Trouble came out for Super Nintendo. I'm actually impressed how quickly the Donkey Kong games got released, Donkey Kong Country games, because that's where the first one came out in like 93.
I think they came out pretty quick.
Yeah, they were popping them out a whole bunch. 2001, Enix put out Dragon Warrior 12. That was for PlayStation. The following year, Microsoft and Sega. Hey, you remember them? When's the last great pairing of Microsoft and Sega? They released a limited edition Panzer Dragoon Orta Xbox system in Japan. It included a white case, white controller, Panzer Dragoon Orta video game, and a special necklace for $325.
It's a lot of money.
2004, Sony began selling a smaller PlayStation 2 in the US and Europe.
In the U.S.
And the following year, EA put out The Sims 2. That was for PlayStation 2 and a whole bunch of other things.
Calling Scott Chick.
Sims 2. Sims 2. The same year, James Bond 007 From Russia with Love came out for every video game machine, but it was not available to play in Germany. That's not true.
Oh my god, there's so much.
Without Warning came out. Battlefield 2 Modern Combat came out. Star Wars Battlefront 2 also released. 2006, Activision put out Marvel Ultimate Alliance. That same year, Need for Speed Carbon came out. Pokemon Ranger was available for Nintendo DS. 2007, Super Mario Galaxy for the Wii. Resident Evil The Umbrella Chronicles from Capcom. Gran Turismo 4 Mobile on the PlayStation Portable, 2007. And in 2011, Uncharted 3, Drake's Deception, and Sonic Generations came out as well.
What?
Wow.
There's a lot of stuff to do.
So much.
Maybe
So
games all came out on
much.
November 1st back in the day.
Sorry, what was the first date?
November.
You guys know what else today is?
What?
First day of the Christmas season.
We went to go try to find a pumpkin on October
good luck
30th at like 6
Yeah.
p.m. There were none. You know what they had instead?
Ho, ho, ho.
Christmas stuff.
That's okay. Come December 20th, you can get your Valentine stuff.
Yeah, Sis, I agree. It's damn Thanksgiving season.
No.
Thanksgiving's a better holiday anyway.
Good moron.
Thanksgiving is the pregame into Christmas.
Pre-game. Starting our tailgate.
Yeah. So tonight, I go outside with the girls, and we take down the Halloween decorations. Which, I don't know if I ever posted. I'll post on my Twitter too. I think it's my goal. I'll post, and I'll post in the Discord as well. Our Halloween decorations because they're creepy. And then also, on Wednesday or Thursday, we start putting up the outside Christmas lights.
Cool.
Yep.
Let's put pictures.
So
Share.
excited.
Mad Artisan, do you need Sean to write you a note to be late for work? Sean is a doctor, so
He is a doctor.
we can do that for you. Kiki's back and all squeak Kiki clean.
Hey, Kiki clean.
It was a
I like
Sean
that. It's funny.
thing. It's good.
I know, it was good. Ow. Good, Sean.
Everything's fine. Sean's just randomly saying ow for no reason whatsoever.
No, nothing is biting or scratching.
Ow. He's
Yep.
making biscuits on my thigh. Ow.
Ow. Bad Arturo.
Is that pooping?
Those two on the left side of the screen have to go, so I'll take you the rest of the way. However, Furbius McFurboiler might be joining us. Who knows? Top of the Moron.
Top of the Moron.
To you, hey, it's Brendan _TTV. It's good to see everyone. Come back. Sylvie from Player vs. Hunger joins us in the second hour. We'll talk about the Full Plate 2021 fundraiser, an attempt to raise $40,000 for Player vs. Hunger. We'll talk about that coming up next on Gaming Morning Show, Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, GamingMorningShow.tv.
I've been gonna hide my feelings, keep all my emotions bottled up. Can't explain why I conceal it. Guess I'm holding back till I find the one. Maybe you're inches away. Could it be you keeping me safe? Yeah, think I'm seeing my saving grace in you. You're the reason why I can open up, let down my walls tonight. We could run away, let our worlds collide. I'm staying where you are, 'cause only you could ever mend my tender heart. Oh, 'cause only you could ever mend my tender heart. Only you could ever, 'cause only you could ever mend my tender heart. Good luck catching me defenseless, not putting all my secrets on the line. I'm keeping up my love's defenses, waiting for the one I'll be calling mine. Maybe you're inches away. Could it be you keeping me safe? Yeah, think I'm seeing my saving grace in you. You're the reason why I can open up, let down my walls tonight. We could run away.
Tonight, on I Guess We'll Never Know, we go inside the unsolved case of a sibling rivalry. A misunderstanding between brother and sister that led to destruction.
Mom, have you seen my Furby?
What started as a practical joke turned deadly.
Copia said, my sister tried to convince me that it was based on a witch in the woods near my house. I boiled her Furby in response.
It was premeditated. Turns out, it was third-degree murder.
The eyes and beak melted slightly.
A special GMS event. Furbicide in the forest. Only one Furby was harmed in the making of this promo. Or was it?
The truth is,
You can't kill a Furby.
It's behind you!
When will you have time to keep me in your life? So, our past is forgotten, our stories rewritten.
A calzone is not a pizza. Coming up on Gaming Morning Show. Today's interview and sports. Find GMS on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and GamingMorningshow.tv. And join our Discord. Go to gms.watch and click on where to find GMS. Time for hour number 2, right now.
morning, gamer. That looks better. Gaming Morning Show continues. Thanks for being here. It's Monday, November 1st, 2021. 15 minutes from now, we'll talk to Sylvie, the founder and CEO of Player vs. Hunger. This is an organization for which we've raised some funds, some small funds during the GMS anniversary special early September. Well, coming up on Saturday, Kim Chica, our good friend on Twitch, will be attempting to raise $40,000 thanks to matching funds from both Intersloth, the makers of Among Us, and from Twitch. And so a chance for you to help support this great organization that is battling food insecurity. Find out more at playerversushunger.org. We'll talk to Sylvie coming up in about 15 minutes from now. I am Hefty Goof. I got to run solo the rest of the way, and I'm okay with that. K-Laugh, if you would like to play Rocket League, please let me know, though. You're welcome to join me. We got Scott Chick still here. Lady K, it's Copia, Kiki Low, hanging out with us this morning, among many others. Scott Chick has been here for the duration. Brendan, KJ, some Mad Artisan, Sizz, Downs, a whole bunch of great folks with us this morning. It is No Shave November, and it's kind of unfortunate that the other two that are planning to participate in No Shave November left. Sean keeps telling me I'm kind of bah-humbugging it, but listen, I shaved for 2 Halloweens ago. We ran as the Anchorman crew, 4 of us, including Sean, and I had to do exactly what Mike looked like. He had just the big mustache, and I at this point don't like the feeling of no hair, especially on my chin. My chin gets so cold when I don't shave. So I will be supporting Mike's fundraiser for Movember, which is, I guess, related or part of or completely separate but very similar to that of No Shave November. So we're asking you, what's something you've successfully completed in a month? I've done like some 21-day challenges. There's a 21-day challenge for like doing anti-racist work that I've done recently. There's been some food versions of like trying to eat well for 21 days. Don't know if I've ever extended that to a full month. There's a whole lot of other things that I've done very well for a month. I don't know. I'm not very good at the whole thematic month type things, but I try. Brendan says, my chin gets so cold, I have never heard this reasoning before. Man, I've had facial hair, especially a mustache, top lip facial hair, for at least 10 years now. At least, and probably is more like 13. And so when you don't have this here anymore, it gets extremely cold. Before the pandemic, my go-to was usually kind of just goatee-ish, okay? But now I've kind of fallen in love with just this because I don't like shaving. Oh, it's not fun, so I'm not doing it anymore. Don't like non-fun things, so I'm not doing it anymore. Done. Today is World Vegan Day. It is Go Cook for Your Pets Day, Authors Day, Vinegar Day, Scented Candle Day, Extra Mile Day, Job Action Day, Broadcast Traffic Professionals Day, which I mentioned in the first hour. That's a very important job. Traffic is the one that makes sure everything that's supposed to play for clients gets played, and it sounds like a very difficult job that I don't ever want to do. French Fried Calamari Day, National Brush Day, National Calzone Day. It's National Calzone Day.
A calzone is not a pizza.
National Cinnamon Day, National Men Make Dinner Day, Recreation Day, and it's also the start of National Native American Heritage Month and National Gratitude Month. I showed gratitude for co-hosts Mike and Sean in the first hour. Now to you, chat. I am grateful for you. Start of National Gratitude Month. Also, I'm grateful for pets.
Who's got the cutest pet on the internet? I have this one, so cute.
There you go. Arturo's hanging out with us this morning as well. All right. It's coming up about 10 minutes from now. We'll talk to Sylvie. Also, we have, quote, That's Pretty Neat Gate 2020. This story Maiko got ready for us. New Zealand Strait crossed for the first time by an electric plane. So we have that story coming up as well. I don't think I have any other filler stories. It might be a thin show, chat, but we'll talk about Victory Monday and sports later this hour as well. Man, Halloween was fun. We probably covered more. We probably covered more miles with our kids. My kids are both 10 and younger, and we were probably one of the latest groups in that kind of age bracket. Like, we were starting to see more teenagers trick-or-treating than we saw like kids our kids' age, and Sean's kids are just slightly older, and so we were running around having a good time. They didn't really deteriorate. Like, I'd say all in all, pretty successful Halloween. My daughter had like a dragon costume. My son did blue Power Ranger. So yeah, pretty okay. I had a good time with the Halloween this past week, and then of course yesterday. It's funny you said dang busy week for you, Ryan. I will admit that doing the full-time work, adding in, gaming morning show, we do this thing, 15 hours a week on the air, plus all the stuff that we do behind the scenes. That's a lot already, right? I will admit that. And then add in the GMS Halloween event, which, by the way, was super fun. And big thanks to everyone on our Discord who have already reacted, because we asked this question. Hey, did you have a good time? Would you want us to do it again next year? And a lot of you have reacted positively to that. So we likely will do another GMS Halloween event in 2022, but not to the extent that I contributed, unless I'm not doing the full-time thing anymore. Because, man, that was exhausting. I got to Sunday. I think I took an hour-and-a-half nap yesterday, and I was very tired. And that's unusual for me because it's football day. And thank you, KJ. I mean, I enjoyed every single thing that we did. We did a table read on Friday, Hocus Pocus table read. And unfortunately, we had to take the VODs down because of a troll. But we're going to chop that up into a YouTube video at youtube.com/gamingmorningshow. So because a lot of people have been asking for the VOD, and we had to take it down. So we will get you something that you can share with folks if you're so inclined soon. It'll be fun. You need to outsource the talent when your week is full. I mean, listen. It wasn't overly difficult during the week, but man, it hit me real hard on Saturday. And it doesn't help that we're still in the fall sports season, so I had a football game on Saturday, and those always take a lot of energy. Oh, and yes, DBD was a blast. I like that game a lot. I would love to think that I would actually sit there and try to figure out how to do all of the things that are required to get really good at that game, and I won't, because I don't play games that much. But it's not for lack of not enjoying the concept and the fun of the game. It's a social game, which I'm into, but I will definitely be a recreational DBDer. That's what I was afraid of, lol. How was everyone else's Halloweens? We heard a lot about, Mike, me, and Sean, which was super fun. And again, I think all three of us have kids, so we were kind of doing the kid-focused Halloween. But does anyone else do anything fun? Yeah, I did miss, 3 consecutive years. Sean, myself, and then Hofbrew and Fivesil, who are Patreon subscribers of the show. We all together went out and did costumes. And we would go to a costume contest here in the area. And they never had a group costume category. Like, they had couples, but they never had a group costume category where it was, obviously more than a pair. And it was this kind of a bummer, but then one year we were the 2018 U.S. Olympic curling team. They had won gold at the Olympics in, not Sochi, that would have been 2014. So what was 2018? Where were the Olympics in 2018? Anyone know? But anyway, we did that. And people said that they were going to make us a group category the next year. And the next year we show up as the Anchorman Quartet, and they didn't still have one. So it was unfortunate. The first year we did David S. Pumpkins from Saturday Night Live fame. Fivesil and Hofbrew were the skeletons that accompany Tom Hanks' character, David S. Pumpkins. And then Sean was the disgruntled boyfriend from the skit. Was 2018 South Korea? I'd believe you. I don't remember. But yes, there was a U.S. Olympic curling team that won the gold that year, and we were that crew. No trick-or-treaters at the new place. I'm sorry, Kiki. Did you have any chance to ask around and find out, like, pre-scout, like, hey, do we usually have a lot of trick-or-treaters? Because I know that there's some places that, just don't get a lot of foot traffic. The good news, though, and we bought way too much candy. My wife had bought, like, 4 bags of candy. And so we put out a bowl after doing we basically had a trick-or-treating halftime where we switched neighborhoods. Went from ours to Sean's. And, we put out the bowl of candy, and we still had a whole nother bowl. So, of course, I had to prioritize. So I'm going through, like, switching out candy that's not as good and taking out the candy that is as good. And then that was important to me. And my wife was like, you shouldn't be doing that. I'm like, come on. If we're going to have it, you have to have it. So we have a lot more Twix, Kit Kat, and M&Ms than we would have had otherwise, had I not done that effort. So I'll be eating that over the course of the next few weeks or days. No trick-or-treaters for us. Scott Chick played Phasmo and House of Ashes, and then slept with a light on all weekend. Man, y'all know you don't have to get scared for Halloween. Like, you don't have to. You could not do that and instead just get scared by the way that your football team plays football, which we'll talk about in sports coming up. So there's that. Kiki Lowe said, we haven't really spoken to anyone in the building. We should go say hi, but we're British and don't do that. Well, Kate Zaid and I have a very similar philosophy with neighbors. Like, I don't really get... Like, I know who my neighbors are because I think that there's value in that, making sure that, like, hey, if we see people at their house that don't, usually hang out, like, maybe that's a red flag and we need to be suspicious because, someone's maybe trolling their house or something, okay? So, like, I'm fine with that. But I don't need to know my neighbors to know everything about me. So I think that that's fine. Dungeon said, I fell asleep by 7 p.m. last night, woke up at 6:15 this morning. Felt like really good sleep. Nice work. Nice work. Quiet said, thank you so much for all the hard work, providing a lot of fun for the people in those events. It definitely helped me through a stressful time. Quiet, you were outstanding, both helping us with the table read, but then also stepping in and playing some DVD with us. So kudos to you, Quiet, for stepping up and hanging out with us over the course of last week. And hope things are going to be better this week as well. Sis says, but I'm glad I didn't have any trick-or-treaters because the noise would have freaked my pets out. That's good to know. And Sis was very fun, having a good time watching Kiki get scared. I did not watch your Phasmo stream, I'll be completely honest with you, Kiki. But I have watched half of your interview on the podcast that's hosted by Gray Aurora Live and enjoyed... I enjoy kind of the sit-down interviews with people, because during the course of a stream, we usually have a lot going on, and Kiki's really good at telling stories whilst playing games, but sometimes, you don't get the full picture of things, of who the person is, and kind of that second or third level of, like, knowing something about someone. I can get to it. So, I do enjoy that. I enjoy those kind of, like, profile-style podcasts, which are fun a lot. Scott Chick said, true, I've lived here 10 years, and the only words muttered to my neighbor was about a baby seagull in his garden. That's cute. I've never seen a baby seagull. I kind of have this perception that all seagulls are the same size, which is clearly incorrect. A baby seagull in the garden. Be a good name for a band. That's unfortunate. Nice. Get in there. Get it in there. Ah. All right, we got Fluffy Pancake, otherwise known as Sylvie, coming up, the CEO and founder of Player vs. Hunger. That's fine. That's for the best. It's for the show. It's now 7:24 West Coast time. It is 10:24 over on the East Coast, and it is now 2:24 for those watching in the UK. Scott Chick said, I would like to add that I thoroughly enjoyed your Phasma stream. I spat my tea out with the do I run or do I dance to crab rave moment. That's so good. That's so good. I'm Hefty Goof. It is good to see you. We got sports coming up later this hour. I'll also tell you that story of the New Zealand Strait crossed for the first time by an electric plane. But next, we talk to Sylvie, the founder of Player vs. Hunger on Gaming Morning Show. Gaming Morning Show continues. It's the Monday edition of the show, and we are so thankful to have the opportunity to talk about Player vs. Hunger. It's an organization that we had raised some money for during our GMS anniversary special. You might remember last month that we did that. And now we have an opportunity to welcome in the founder CEO of the organization. Sylvie Dow is here with us. Good morning to you, Sylvie. How are you?
Good morning. Hello. How are you?
Well, it's great to have the opportunity to talk to you because this is something where I reached out late last week, right? And I'm like, hey, is there any way we could have you on the show sometime this week? Because coming up on Saturday, Kim Chica is hosting Full Plate 2021, which is a big fundraiser for you that we'll talk about in just a moment. And you were kind enough to say, how about Monday? Which is great. We can have it today. We can put it on our YouTube page. We can talk about it all week. So I'm really excited about this.
I immediately said no. I was like, what are you talking about? No way.
Not a chance.
There's no way. Not a chance.
Right,
No.
I'm not going to talk to you ever.
No, I was so thankful that you reached out because yes, I want to talk all about this initiative that Jenny Kim Chica spearheaded with Josh. So I was excited.
Yeah, absolutely. Wallstormer is involved for sure, and we'll talk about that in the details coming up on Saturday. I want to give like the base information first. So let's talk about the mission, the work that you do for Player vs. Hunger. Kind of describe what that is and some of the things that you take care of.
Yeah, sure. So, Player versus Hunger, we're founded in 2018, and we're basically a video game based hunger relief charity. What we do mainly is provide direct food support to local communities that are in need of hunger or dealing with hunger issues, food injustice, or any type of food insecurity, especially for communities that are being overlooked or marginalized. We also want to provide volunteer opportunities for gamers, those who work in the game industry, these game studios, to get out there and do not only online fundraising or online mentorship for, say, youth students or creatives wanting to get into the gaming industry, but also physical volunteer opportunities at your local food banks or your local food pantries or shelters that may need like additional hands. But that kind of basically is what we want to try to provide at Player.
And I've seen Wallstormer, the founder of Intelligame, do a thing for you because I believe it was during the Houston blackouts with the big
The Great
storms.
Freeze, yeah.
Yes, I know that you were on the ground doing things like that, and so that gives me a chance to
Yeah.
ask this question. Share a story, kind of this mission in action, right? I think people learn really well through stories. So where have you been on the ground, or what does it look like when your mission is kind of in action?
Yeah, so we're not only a 501 charity, we're also stamped as kind of crisis relief. So we have that ability to be able to do instant outreach if we need to. So with specifically the freeze, a lot of these things are super super unpredictable. So it's really hard to kind of get an idea of what is needed until we get out there. So what we do is we usually will hook up with some sort of crisis response, whether it's crowd rescue or a local team. We recently did this with Hurricane Ida as well in Louisiana. We kind of gauge through the news and these over walkie-talkie with crowd rescue and kind of see the areas that are being hit hard and what areas. Water is what we go to first, so we decide where we need to get fresh water. We have a relationship with Costco, which is amazing, which I'm able to reach out to our lead there and say, hey, we may need to bookmark X amount of pallets of fresh water so we can get to the Katy Houston area that is not going to be reached first. We also try to keep an eye out of on like bigger organizations. Larger organizations do amazing work. They do amazing blanket work. And they have huge buying resources, but there are only certain areas that they're able to kind of ping and get into. With us, we kind of like to keep an eye on that to see which areas they're not going to be in, where we'll need, where we'll need like physical volunteers. So we'll say, hey, pallets of waters they're going to Katy or they're going to the Fifth Ward, and then we'll start to kind of boost our signal for volunteers on the back end with like our Discord admins and say, hey, do we have any bodies that can get into this area? What trucks are going out here? And then we'll just kind of work back and forth on walkie-talkie and on where we can get. And then we'll have some home volunteers. Usually myself will start to like pack emergency hygiene bags that might be needed in the next few days. We like to get in there in like emergent situations, but our goal is like mid and long term kind of healing and helping. So we kind of really will try to help as much as we can in that instance, but really our goal is to say what is your need going to be in the next 2 to 3 weeks? Is it shelf sustainable food? Is it going to be hot meals? Is it just fresh water? Is it supplies for the youth? So that's kind of an example of what we'll do, and it's similar to what we did with Ida as well.
Sylvie Dow is our guest, CEO and founder of Player versus Hunger. I like to hear kind of you reference Discord, right? These are some of these like new tools that can kind of help bring a new age to action on the ground, in addition to what legacy groups do, who may be more in tune with some of the things. So I like that you're bringing mods and people helping in one place that might work really well for one thing, and then kind of blending it with assisting those who are like we talked about walkie talkies, right? Like you're using both methods.
I mean, it's huge. I mean, Discord has an amazing range, and it's just like the power of really gaming communities too. We have all these like we do all these fun things, and we're puzzly when we play our games, and like all of those things can be implemented to what we're doing to like give back and be of service. So like all these little things like Twitter and Discord. Discord has been like amazing just to get fast information out there with our specific Discord channel, like if there's something like Hurricane Ida going on, we'll flip it into crisis mode and say, basically, this is your Discord channel for resources to be able to copy and paste what information you need to get out there. If anybody has, a, a water truck or like generators, and we may need it, we'll do our call to action in Discord, and it's amazing how fast that information gets out.
All right, let's talk about Full Plate 2021. This is Kim Chica,
Yay.
Wallstormer. They're working on this starting Saturday, and there's going to be a whole bunch of cool things happening during the course of the day. I think one thing I want to ask you about specifically is like when it comes to individual donors, right? Someone like me who may have $20 or may have $50 that I can donate during Full Plate to kind of activate some of those matches. What should we know about events such as Full Plate that really help you with your goals? What's important to know?
What's important? Well, it really, as what we consider ourselves kind of an indie nonprofit or smaller nonprofit. So anything helps. If it's $5, if it's $10, if it's $20, or if it's just really advocating for us by our sides, like Kim Chica and team is doing. All these things help activate our programs. So whether it's $5 to purchase a box of shelf-sustainable meats or protein so we can take to our local community centers, or build hygiene packs, all of those things makes a huge difference, especially in a smaller organization like us, because full transparency, price-wise, it can get expensive. But we absolutely believe in kind of bringing the dignity back in like the foods and the items that we provide to a lot of these communities. So every bit, especially every bit matched, will matter. Whether it's our community fridge programs that's helping support delivery and maintain a lot of these local fridges. Your $5, your $3, you're just helping us spread the news about the event makes a huge difference in keeping these fridges maintained.
What are you most excited about?
Everything. I'm excited about the whole thing. It's such a cool and almost overwhelming event. When Kim Chica and I were talking about it, I was like, "You're what? What's going on?" It's such a huge thing and huge milestone for us to be able to get so many people involved who really want to champion and kind of believe in the importance of helping those who are dealing with food. I love food. If anyone knows me, I'm a huge foodie. It's something that is just not only like sustains us as like just humans, but it's something that brings joys and helps you during like sad moments. So to be able to provide that basic need to others, is incredible. And for so many people to come together and just for us to just play games, have fun. But at the tail end, we're really able to help out the local community. So it's great. It's awesome. And then just to have Twitch involved and Inner Sloth to be able to match up to the 10K each is just incredible in itself.
Yeah, we're going for $40,000.
$40,000.
Man, can you
It's
believe
wild.
It? It's going to be fun.
Wild.
Sylvie Dow, thank you so much for your time. It's so much fun to learn about Player versus Hunger. We plan to work harder for you in the coming year as well. But this Saturday, focus on everything that Kim Chica, Wallstormer, everyone in that community, those communities are doing for Player versus Hunger Saturday, trying to raise $40,000. And Sylvie, thank you so much for your time today on Gaming Morning Show.
Yeah, thank you so much for the invite. The Gaming Morning Show is awesome. And thank you for your help back in September. Want to give that a little bit of shout out. I really, really appreciate that. And for all the support. So I appreciate it. Hopefully we'll see everybody on Saturday.
I hope so too. And I will be there as much as I possibly can. Have a great
Yay,
rest of your
thank
Monday,
you.
Sylvie. Thank you.
You too.
All right, that's Sylvie joining us, Sylvie Dow from Player versus Hunger. And again, this is Inner Sloth, the makers of Among Us. And then Twitch agreeing to match $10,000 in donations each. So our focus on Saturday is to make sure that we hit $40,000. And with the amazing work of Kim Chica, Wallstormer, and all of the great folks in those communities, I just have no doubt in my mind that we will be able to accomplish that. Find out more on the Twitter account of Kim Chica, and then what we're going to do starting next hour is we'll have our countdown timer back, so you can keep track of how many hours and days until that event. We'll have that running all week as part of Full Plate 2021 coming up at twitch.tv/KimChica. They will be featured on Twitch's front page. You can already go there and get a reminder of where when the stream starts. So the event will happen on Kim Chica's channel. Correct. Kim Chica's channel, twitch.tv/KimChica. Fluffy Pancake in the chat, by the way, that is Sylvie. So if you've not followed Fluffy Pancake, please do so that you can keep tabs on both Player versus Hunger, but also hang out with Sylvie when Sylvie's streaming at twitch.tv/Fluffy Pancake. 7:38 West Coast time, 10:38 out on the East Coast is 2:38 for those watching GMS in the afternoon. Thank you so much for hanging out with us this morning. It is No Shave November, and so we've been talking a little bit about things that you've completed over the course of a month. Of course, our good friend Look It's Mike O at twitter.com/LookIt'sMikeO has started a fundraiser for Movember, trying to get $1,000 by the end of November with the focus on men's health, specifically mental health, and some of those things. So be sure to keep a tab on Look It's Mike O as well. And then for the GMS community, as much as you are able to do, and if you listen to what Sylvie said, it's not just the monetary donations, right? I am in a position where I'm going to be able to donate money coming up Saturday. If that is not the case, the retweets, the sharing, that is some of the things that help to make sure that the event is a success. And Jenny's one of the best streamers on the internet. You cannot go to a Kim Chica stream and not have a good time. It is a joyous space, and the amount of people that are going to be there on Saturday to play community games, of course, with Inner Sloth involved. You know, there's going to be some Among Us, for example. We'll have the full rundown on our Twitter as soon as I do it. I haven't done it yet. Like, there's a schedule, and I haven't shared it yet because, you know, Halloween events, and, you know, was out till like 10 o'clock. I'm busy, chat. Got stuff to do. Trying my best. But we'll get that done, and it's exciting. I can't get enough of trying to help with food insecurity, because I think it's something that I've always taken for granted my whole life. I've never been in a situation where I've not had enough food, and I realize that, like, that is an extreme privilege. I'm thankful that I've had that opportunity, but I can't imagine what it's like to have to go hungry. And so the fact that Player versus Hunger is using community building things like video games and like food. I think that was an excellent point at the end of that interview by Sylvia's. You know, food brings people together, right? There's cultural aspects of food. There's gathering aspects of food. Even look at like something as kind of everyday as like corporate life, right? You go to the corporate office. Sometimes like potlucks and things bring people together in a way that you don't see a lot of times in some corporate culture, right? So I find that was an interesting anecdote at the very end. Is just how much of a role food has played in Sylvie's life, and then how that has kind of fueled Player versus Hunger. So check it out, playerversushunger.org on the internet, and you can find out more about the organization. And thanks again to everyone from GMS who helped donate. We raised roughly $160 some for Player versus Hunger in the early part of September. Let's take a look at this story. This is out of New Zealand. Nick Perry of SF Gate has this story that Mike's titling "That's Pretty Neat Gate 2020" because we can't have enough gates. This is a new piece of history. First person to fly across New Zealand's Cook Strait in an electric plane. Now, I am a driver in an electric car. I really love my electric car. In fact, I talked about this with my friend Five Still yesterday, who drove me up to the Portland area because I had to drop off our gas-powered car because it's still having problems. The car saga has not ended, chat. We're still dealing with the same thing I've been dealing with for like 6 weeks. So it's back up at the mechanic in the Portland area. We're driving back down, and I was like, listen, the biggest reason that I'll never drive a gas-powered car again is because in Oregon, you have to stop at a gas station, and someone else has to pump your gas, at least in the populated areas, right? And I don't miss that in the least. So I will always have an electric vehicle. The idea of electric plane travel thrills me. I think that sounds really cool, especially because one of my least favorite parts about air travel is the noise. It's really loud. So if they can make that quieter, that would be really cool. I know we're a long way off, but that would be neat. Anyway, Gary Friedman thought, hey, this is something I should do, and approached the Wellington coastline with a rotating blade of a wind turbine producing renewable energy. And it was a 40-minute solo flight in a two-seater. And according to this article, came 101 years after the first person flew a conventional aircraft over the body of water that separates the South Pacific's nations' two main islands, writes Nick Perry. Monday's flight was aimed at drawing attention to the possibilities of greener flying and timed to coincide with the opening of the pivotal UN Climate Summit in Scotland. Wellington International Airport officials believe it may be the longest distance flown in an electric plane across a body of water. Quote, "It's an exciting day. For the airport, a world record-setting day," said a spokesperson. Friedman said the day began badly. There was pouring rain. I assume it could fly through the rain, but I hadn't even thought about that. They delayed the flight about 15 minutes. Weather cleared up. They were able to take off. Quote, "We still had 40% left in the battery. We could have almost flown back again." Friedman said it takes about 1 hour to fully charge the plane. The maximum flight time is about an hour, and he mainly uses it for pilot training. I'm hoping there's a picture. I'm going to look. Yes, it appears there's like a picture of this plane in this article. So if you'd like to check it out from SF Gate, you should definitely do so. There you go. If it's quieter, I'm on board. KJ says we're working on getting an electric car. Hey, if you're struggling to get said electric car, let me know, because I will gladly refer you to the place from where I got mine, because it's been awesome. I have a Leaf. It drives and it's quiet. It's great. The only thing I miss, I used to own a Camaro. I used to have a Z28 Camaro. I do miss a little bit of that muffler roar. But, you know, the Leaf's been zippier than I expected. Tesla-style car to be. Because that's kind of the thing with Tesla, right? Is it's extremely fast. A Leaf is not. In case you were playing at home. Nice. KJ says the husband wants the fancy name brand. I'm trying to convince him otherwise. You know what I saw? This was probably earlier this year. I want to say it was like March or April, but Ford had announced that they're making an F-150 electric. And that sounds amazing. And part of the reason it sounds amazing is, you know, trying to solve some other issues with electricity, one of which is, power outages and those kind of things. And this Ford truck is supposedly able to power your home should there be a power outage. Like it can sustain your house's energy needs for a certain amount of time, and I can't remember the duration that was, but yeah, exactly. Quiet said, yeah, that one could power your home, and I don't remember for how long, and if there was like limitations, right? Could it power the heating system? I don't know, but yeah, it was a significant amount of time. Quiet says I think it's like 3 or 4 days. Well, look at that. I might have just blew up your plan here. But yeah, it's not out yet, and it's not going to be out for a while. But the thing about it is from a truck affordability standpoint, and keep in mind, you know, trucks are expensive. It actually was fairly affordable. So, like the MSRP was somewhere in the 40s, which, you know, you can barely buy a, you know, standard Ford F-150 for the 40s. So, again, that's still expensive, but it's cheaper than a lot of trucks are. And I haven't owned a truck other than I had like a Chevy Colorado, like one of those smaller type trucks when they first came out. And I really liked it, but I've never had like a truck. Ford trucks, Ram trucks. But yeah, I think that's a great dual use of an electric vehicle. You have this battery that has this capacity. Why not make it something that's helpful for a variety of reasons? So I've also seen like there's power banks now, isn't that true? Where companies like Tesla or whatever have these like power stations for your home. And then they allow you to have like more optimal energy, maybe more efficient energy, because you're storing the energy in your house, and then you only are drawing maybe grid energy when it's either more efficient or less expensive. I feel like I'm making some of this up on the fly, but I'm not too far off, I don't believe. That was unfortunate. Ooh, you're going to do the solar thing. Yeah, well, and that was the thing about when I bought my Leaf. The reason I got it was because someone had shown me theirs, lived in the Portland area, and so definitely was using it more for a around town, around city car. And I asked the person, how do you like it? And they're like, oh, it's great. I love this and this and this about it. I was like, okay, can they make it from, 44 miles to another spot? And they're like, yeah, I think so. So I looked into it. And what was interesting is this car had come in off a lease return. And at the time, I bought it in like 2016. And at the time, there wasn't really a way to price used electric cars because it was so new. Like, people hadn't really figured that out yet. And so as a result, I bought a 3-year-old car with like 27,000 miles for under $10,000. And I thought that that was really neat. And so, all of that to say, I don't know if they've figured out the used car market for electrics yet, but now you can get like a Ford Focus electric car, or a new Nissan Leaf, which, those have longer ranges, or a Chevy Bolt. And you can get those things for like in the 15s to 20s, which for a car that basically is new, because you don't have to have the maintenance on an electric car. You have to change things that usually wear out because of friction. Works really well. Anyway, consider it. Just because I've had a good experience with it, if that's something that sounds appealing to you. And then let's fill some fridges. I loved all those pictures. Thanks to Fluffy Pancake for letting me kind of scrape the website and their Twitter account, Player versus Hunger, for some pictures. But I loved the fridge art. I hadn't seen that until this morning. I was searching through their Twitter feed and then just clicked the media tab and started looking through some pictures. And those are some of those fridges that Sylvie talked about being in need of filling. So, Copia said, when the fully electric cars first came out in the UK, they forgot to add a law forbidding them to be driven through town centers. They had the same laws as mobility scooters for 6 months. Oh no, so people were like taking them through like town squares and such. That's interesting. I couldn't get it to the cool corner. According to Downs, asking, do you need a special plug at home, or does it go through the mains? So the Leaf that I have, and again, this is one of the first Leafs, it plugs straight into the same outlet that you charge your phone in. And so it takes like 14 hours to get to a full charge, but for me that's actually worked pretty okay because, I get home at night or whatever. By the time I need to leave in the morning, I have enough charge. You can also get what they call level 2 chargers, and those usually plug into an outlet similar to that of like your clothes dryer, I think a 220 volt, and those are the kind of chargers that charge that kind of car in about 2 hours. And I want to say that a level 2 charger puts about 25 miles worth of range in your car per hour. And my car holds about 60 or so miles when the battery is brand new and is fully charged. And then there's level 3 chargers, which I don't believe you can get at your house. But those are the chargers where you can get a 80% charge in 30 minutes. Yeah, exactly. So that's where we were in a similar boat. This house that we bought had a hot tub that we weren't planning to keep in the back. And so we have an extra 220 volt plug in the garage. So if I ever get a car that needs to have a faster charger, that's what we're planning to use it for. So. This is Kathleen L. Mike O asked us to add this to our playlist. This is Nervous acoustic version.
I'm still trying to see if you're worth it. And I'm feeling out of my league. I'm hoping you're not teased. What you're saying to me
former 5 Questions GMS guest, and that is available on Spotify. Go to Kathleen L on Twitch, one of several music providers. Lucy the First, Superphonic, Pib, and then Stream Beats. You can find all the music we use on GMS on those links. It's 7:53 West Coast time. It is 10:53 out east, 2:53 for those watching GMS in the afternoon. Cobia said, right? You think people would just think logically, but nope. This guy would literally drive from shop to shop through the town center high street, which only allows council and emergency vehicles when necessary. I like the fact that they found a loophole, though. That makes me kind of laugh. I'm not saying it's the right thing. I just think it's kind of funny. Oh, well, perfect. Yeah, in the UK, if they're 230 volts, great. Let's do sports. Did the Mets win, chat? We need yeses or no. Did the Mets win yesterday, October 31st, 2021? I'll wait for your answers before I reveal. Yesterday in football, your Denver Broncos finished a game with the Washington football team, and the Broncos scored more points. I hesitate to call it a win. It did not feel like a win, but at the end of the game, we had more points than Washington. And therefore, it goes into the win column as such, but it didn't feel good. But it felt better than losing 4 straight. So that happened yesterday, and it was fine. Could have been better. It was fine. Carolina beats Atlanta 19-13. Buffalo over Miami. Pittsburgh, really interesting game with the Steelers and the Browns. The kicker for the Steelers got hurt, and so Pittsburgh did not have a kicker available. There were plenty of times where a field goal kicker would have been very helpful. That didn't happen. However, Cleveland didn't play great either, and therefore they lose 15-10. San Francisco, a big win on the road at Chicago. 44-6. Philadelphia hammered Detroit. Mike's Eagles keep the Lions at 0-8 winless. The Rams beat Houston 38-22. The Jets upset Cincinnati. I actually feel badly for the Bengals. That's unfortunate. Tennessee in overtime over in Indianapolis on the road, 34-31. Patriots beat the Chargers. Let's go, Pats! It's helpful for the Broncos, 27-24. Seattle over Jacksonville. And then Dallas beat Minnesota in the night game. But the game that Quiet's referring to, the Saints are the bane of my existence. Former Denver Broncos legend, Trevor Siemian, fills in for Jameis Winston, who was hurt badly. It did not look good. I hope that Jameis is as good as Jameis can be. But with Taysom Hill on the inactives list because of a concussion, Trevor Siemian comes in, helps the Saints build a 23-7 lead. The Bucs, of course, take the lead back, but some way, somehow, New Orleans forces the great Tom Brady into an interception, and they hold on for a win 36-27. So I'm very sorry that you lost a road game to the Saints. That said, the Saints are okay. Losing a road game to the Saints, there's worse ways to lose. So, and Tampa Bay is undefeated at home still. Houston over Atlanta 9-5 in the World Series. So Houston staves off eliminations, as one says. Elimination. And they'll return home down 3-2 in the series to the Atlanta Braves. Game 6, I believe, is on Tuesday. Multiple interceptions. Yeah, Tom Brady. Done? Question mark. Will Tom Brady ever play football again? 2 interceptions, 4 touchdowns, 375 yards. It's still Tom Brady. Okay? If Tom Brady has 2 interceptions a game, the ceiling is falling. It's fine. Also, for what it's worth, your Seattle Kraken lost 3-1 to the Rangers. So, Kraken are not having an easy time about it. 3-5-1 on the year. The answer to did the Mets win? Since chat, you're participating. I feel like you don't care about if the Mets won anymore. But they didn't, because yesterday it was a travel day. So, quiet, never mind. He's still on track for 5,600 yards, 56 touchdowns, and 11 interceptions. Yeah, it'll be fine. Bucks fans, it'll be fine. I'd read more sports, but it's 7:57, and we have to go. We'll come back next hour, and we'll tell you more about a rare plant that was blooming in a Dutch university. Can't wait to tell you more about that. We'll tell you about all the days of the day, and we'll tell you more about the fundraiser coming up on Saturday, Full Plate 2021. And thank you, Brendan, for asking that, because I did throw out a lot of names during the course of the interview. The stream will be at twitch.tv/KimChica, and that is how we'll be raising up, hopefully more than $40,000 for Player versus Hunger, thanks to matching 10K pledges from both Twitch and Innersloth. We'll talk more about that throughout the course of the week. I am Hefty Goof. This is Gaming Morning Show, and we will be back in just a bit. Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and at gamingmorningshow.tv. It is November 1st, 2021. 7:45 on the West Coast, 10:45 on the East, and 3:45 for those watching in the UK.
I missed something.
He usually does his time call outs and he's like whatever in the in the UK, and then he sings in the afternoon, but he hasn't said UK yet, so he just segued right into singing in the UK.
All right.
We broke Ryan.
Broke you. You never laugh like that. On the
What?
street. You never get that like instantly. When you start laughing.
Get your Dunkin' coffee. Coming up on Gaming Morning Show, community games. Don't let the person hanging from the balloons fall into the monster's mouth. And GMS, Morning Gaming Renews. Get ready for your takeaways that were pretty okay. And the clip of the day. Join our Discord and become a Patreon. Go to gms.watch and click on where to find GMS. Put it on a pancake. Time for hour number 3, right now.
Morning, gamer. It's Gaming Morning Show. Monday, November 1st, 2021. I am Hefty Goof. Thank you so much for being here. We'll have Mike and Sean back tomorrow. Man, what a fun week last week. We did the GMS Halloween event. You were so supportive to help us hang out together, playing games like Resident Evil Village, which is just such a fun time. Can't wait till we get to the part that everyone's talking about. Tonight, GMS Plays is happening. It starts at 9 p.m. Pacific time, and Sean's going to play Guardians of the Galaxy. Didn't promo it yet. My fault. Long week. But be sure to join us tonight at 9 p.m. Pacific time for Guardians of the Galaxy. I think Sean's playing tonight and tomorrow, but I can't remember for sure. So we'll make sure to post that at WatchGMS. We will clip out our interview with Sylvie, who joined us earlier from Player vs. Hunger. So that was exciting, and we'll be sure to share more information. In fact, you might have seen on the break screen, our countdown timer is official. We are 5 days away from Full Plate 2021. It starts at 9 a.m. Pacific time, goes until about 6 p.m. Pacific time, and should be a lot of fun. Going back to the Halloween event, we did that. We did GMS After Dark Halloween Special, which was a lot of fun. We had Dead by Daylight, GMS Learns DBD with Hey It's Brendan _TTV, which was cool. We also had the Hocus Pocus table read. That will become a YouTube video at some point. And then also we played Gartic on stream, which honestly was more fun than I had thought it would be. Not because I doubted anyone in the chat sphere, but I just had never hosted it before. And so I kind of went in blind. I was like, this could be a train wreck. I don't even know what this game's about. I just had remembered people saying Gartic would be fun. And because Gartic on stream went so well, I think we're going to start rotating it into our community games, which is probably advice that y'all had already given me. I just didn't listen. And on behalf of myself, I'm sorry about that, chat.
Morning to the Final Hour crew.
It is time to say hello to the FHC.
Hello, FHC.
And that includes...
Greetings, Final Hour crew ambassador Chris M. Yee, mayor of the internet, who is probably in the shower.
Our ambassador, Hey It's Brendan _TTV is here. KJ, it's Copia hanging out with us in the FHC. Kate Zaid was there as well. Been here for the whole show. It's great to see so many people hanging out with us today. It is No Shave November, of which I will not be participating, but I will support the causes behind No Shave November. In fact, daysoftheyear.com. No, this is not true. This source for this story, I think, is actually noshave.org or something like that. Yeah, no-shave.org. And here's some anecdotes about said No Shave November. Hello, FHC with Gonzo Gum.
Hello, FHC.
No Shave November, month-long journey during which you are encouraged to forgo shaving and grooming in order to evoke conversation and raise cancer awareness. Learn more about how you can get involved and start getting hairy. The goal is to grow awareness by embracing our hair, which many cancer patients lose, and letting it grow wild and free. Donate the money you typically spend on shaving and grooming to educate about cancer prevention, save lives, and aid those fighting the battle. The rules of No Shave November are simple. Put down your razor for 30 days and donate your monthly hair maintenance expenses for the cause. Now, do you have a strict dress code at work? It's possible. Don't worry about it, says this website. We encourage participation of any kind. Grooming and trimming are perfectly acceptable. So if you can do that, noshave.org is available, but also, as mentioned earlier in the show, go to twitter.com/watchgms and you can find our retweet of Look It's Mike O's tweet. He's doing something for Movember, which I believe is a version of No Shave November that focuses on the mustache, and is raising money for Movember with the goal of helping raise awareness too about some of the mental health and other health concerns of men. All right, World Vegan Day today, Go Cook for Your Pets Day, Authors Day, Vinegar Day, Scented Candle Day, Extra Mile Day, Job Action Day, Broadcast Traffic Professionals Day, French Fried Calamari Day. I don't know if I've had calamari prepared any other way other than fried, so maybe that is a different frying technique. I don't know. National Brush Day, National Calzone Day. National Calzone Day.
A calzone is not a pizza.
National Cinnamon Day, National Men Make Dinner Day, Recreation Day, National Native American Heritage Month starts today, as does National Gratitude Month. You know what I'm thankful for? I'm thankful for all the candy that I'm about to eat. You know why? Because my kids went out until about 9 p.m. yesterday, which is the longest they've ever been allowed to trick-or-treat. They hauled candy. I believe there was a good chance that we had at least 4 full-size candy bars. And then the good news is my wife had bought too much candy, so we have an excess of Twix, Kit Kats, and M&Ms, which, as we know, M&Ms are really good, especially, in my opinion, peanut butter M&Ms are the best. Bob, do you have a favorite M&M?
Ooh, that's a tough one. Well, it's definitely one of 2 varieties. It's either the peanut M&Ms or the peanut butter M&Ms. Now, if they could combine those 2, that hands down would be my favorite. I kind of like the Crunch Bar looking ones. You know, I don't know what those are called.
Okay.
Cookies and cream. Ugh, disgusting. And I don't like the salted caramel ones either.
Okay, great, Bob.
Traditional ones, I'd rather just eat Skittles. But okay, I'm going to make a decision. I'm going to say peanut butter.
So Bob and I are in step. Yeah, I really like peanut butter M&Ms. They are the absolute best. Traditional ones are what we have in this like supply of candy, which is fine. So at the end of the day, I'll eat the plain M&Ms, but I kind of agree with Bob. Like Skittles are pretty okay too. Thank you, Bob, for sharing.
Oh, and if you meant color, green, I guess.
Okay, green. Thanks, Bob.
You're welcome.
All right, Ryan, what's his favorite color? It's almost like you were reading Bob's mind. Man, Downs, also reading. Get out of Bob's mind. Get out of his mind. Peanut butter plus peanut M&Ms would easily become my favorite if they could combine the 2, according to Quiet I Am Gaming. That is important. Yes, absolutely. First meeting is done. Good news. I'm not fired. Bad news. I'm good at my job and I've got additional duties as assigned. Well, congratulations, Look It's Miko. Make sure you ask them if there's something they've accomplished over the course of a month. So that'd be good. Lady K is here. Has been here for the whole show, honestly. This is from Lady K. Gillette, the creator of razors, started to advertise razors to be for women too, especially during the eras of World Wars I and II, as, with the men being away at war, it's the only way they could keep their sales. Until that point, women didn't really even think about shaving. Gillette had become the #1 advocate for how, quote-unquote, unsightly it is to see body hair on women.
Lady K, fact of the day.
That is a good fact of the day. I believe almost every word. I am happy that some disruption happened in the razor industry. I give a lot of credit to the guy who did the video for Dollar Shave Club. Like, that helped bring the cost of razors down. I tried to use Dollar Shave Club razors. They didn't work for my face. So I still use Gillette and pay way too much for razors. But I also don't shave that much, so it kind of evens out. And I would gladly take what my estimated cost for shaving would be for the month and donate that to you, Mike. So I'll gladly do that. Quiet says, is now a good time to mention my dad's name is Bob? breaking news in the Gaming Morning Show, Bob is actually Quiet I Am Gaming's dad. I don't know how I didn't see this until now, but it makes sense. Now, especially because you helped with the Hocus Pocus table read, so you were on camera. And now that I see Bob and I see you, the resemblance is ridiculous. If you missed our interview with Bob, by the way, Bob played 5 Questions GMS. It's on our YouTube page. So uncanny. Yeah, it's just like ridiculous how close you guys look in similarities. So there you go. Good for you, Clyde. Proud of you. I am Hefty Goof. It is now 8:14. We got community games coming up next, so be sure to stick around for that. We're going to play some Rocket League until then. Also coming up later, Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming Renews. We recap the headlines of the day as they pertain to video games. That is coming up as well. On this edition of Gaming Morning Show, Mike said, "Am I inside your dad, Quiet?" Oh, I get it, because Mike said, "I will not get out of Bob." I said, "Get out of Bob's head." And I was told no by Mike. So that is an option. The phrasing. That's true. Yes, phrasing is important. That's the difference between "let's eat grandma" and "let's eat grandma." Oh, you were pass out cold during the table read? Well, like I said, too, we had a troll, unfortunately, so we had to take the VODs down. But we'll edit it together into a YouTube video because we've had many people ask, "Hey, I have people who want to watch the table read." I'm beginning to get a feeling like, well, right at the beginning when we first debuted the the B movie table read, we were on the right wavelength. Apparently, those are going to be fun to do because the Hocus Pocus one was a blast. Look, it's Myko says, "I could probably eat my grandma. I'd have to sprinkle her on some food, but I mean, it's possible." That is true. If you want to use grandma's ashes, I hear that they're very flavorful. Incredibly flavorful. We did miss you, Brendan, for the table read, as you were outstanding during the B-movie table read. I think Quiet I Am Gaming, if you get a chance to watch the YouTube video when we put it up, Quiet was invested both in voice, as one does during a table read, but Quiet did a lot of acting with his body. There was one point where Quiet sliding off the chair. It was very impressive. Very impressive. Winifred. Sarah. I'm Mary. The Sanderson sisters. That's true. KJ had an outstanding performance, too. At one point, scared the heck out of me by doing the jump scare part from behind a blanket. I saw the blanket. I saw it all, like, getting ready, but then I happened to look away at a time where, holy cow, it was spooky. I wasn't ready. I agree. Y'all both brought it. Yes, that is true, Mike. Mike wanted that role. It was very important to Mike. And kudos to Austin. Austin both only not only narrated it, but also executively produced the table read too. So very impressive performance by one. Austin attacked 12. Why did I almost say 25? 12. Austin overly doubled in number, apparently. So that was pretty okay. And how about Austin having a great Halloween special? I did not get a chance to watch the Alien Anonymous Fall Guys Invitational, which was Chris Me's stream on Saturday. So I'm looking forward to also trying to catch up on the VOD there. But I did catch the tail end of Austin Attack 12's stream. And Austin put in some work. I mean, Austin was streaming pretty much all day, which I don't think I realized was going to be the case. So credit to Austin for that. Brendan says, "Hey, sorry I couldn't participate, but I did get to watch a bit, and it was great." Yes, I'm happy you were able to watch. KJ, I mean, I hid behind a blanket for a good 5 minutes or so. That it wasn't expected. It was not expected at the time that you finally, like, you almost held it so long that I let my guard down. I also was not looking at the screen, so the sound kind of spooked me. I'm very easily alarmed. Have you watched me play Fudge Village? So, KJ and Quiet were the Billy Thundergun teammates of the Reed? Yes, absolutely. Still of the match. Kiki said, I need to catch up with the VOD. I would love to take part in a table read when I'm awake. Yes, and that is one of our goals, is to eventually have one available to you when people aren't sleeping, which would be a lot of fun. It's 8:18 West Coast time, 11:18 out east. It is 3:18 for those watching GMS with new daylight saving time. This is still not fun. It's 8:18 West Coast, 11:18 east, 3:18 in the UK. I am Hefty Goof. We got a story about a penis plant coming up. Still bitter. Mike's making me read this story. That's from Ben Hooper of UPI. That's coming up. I also have the clip of the day a little bit later in the show. All right. We try to make things super easy on the show. It's very important to us. We don't want to try to complicate things because if you do that, right, then it becomes a whole thing, right? Everything becomes harder to do because you got to spend more time talking about it. It's just extremely difficult. And so we try not to do that on Gaming Morning Show. No, we didn't, Mike. We made parasocial eye contact. I know you're on the other side of there, and that's okay. We're close enough now that I don't have to worry about it. So, because of this ease by which we do everything on Gaming Morning Show, we try to make even like understanding what the record all time for our community games are. And so, Bob, if you could please tell everybody how easy it is to find out some information about this game.
To see the record for the most balloons banked in Don't Let the Person Floating from the Balloons Fall in the Monster's Mouth, remember to type the easy-to-remember acronym, ! DLTPFFTBFITMMREC.
Okay. Thank you, Bob.
You're welcome.
Bob's having a show. Babe Hits Brennan _TTV says, who's your favorite character in Smash, excuse me. Mine is P-Ness. Lock P-Ness Monster. Great job, chat. Proud of you. Y'all, it's don't let the person floating from the balloons fall into the monster's mouth wreck. It's very easy. That's all you have to do. Maybe, Bob, could you help us again, please? They didn't get it. Is that okay? Are you able to do that?
Bob likes it.
All right. Well, if Bob likes it, then let's do it. All right. Go ahead, Bob. Again, how do we figure out the record?
To see the record for the most balloons banked in Don't Let the Person Floating from the Balloons Fall in the Monster's Mouth, remember to type the easy-to-remember acronym, ! DLTPFFTBFITMMREC.
That's all you got to do, chat. Sizz guessed M. Sizz is actually playing the game, and for that I'm thankful. S from Look It's Mike O. By the way, it's places, if you can't read that. It's places we're trying to guess. R from KJ. By the way, right now we're on easy mode, and our record is 45. A D from Downs. This is not going well. I'm going to guess the Alien Anonymous Memorial A, because that's always important. That did hit. P from Nintendo. Sorry, from Brendan. L from KJ, and an E from Brendan. Oh, no. You know, Brendan, I understand that we got some news coming up, but we don't have to do this. All right? We need Copia to save us at this point. Maybe K-Laugh or Quiet. Somebody who's good at this game. Because, look, we're failing. We have one balloon left. I'm not prepared to lose today. Okay? We didn't make a show for you all to come on here and be losers. Oh, yeah, it was Mike, Brendan. Sure, it was Mike. All right, Vietnam is a place. We have an N, we have a V, and we have an E and a T. I like what Chris is saying. I just can't mistype. That is a very... it's a very thing that I do. It's a very thing. Yes. Vietnam, Chris is
cracked.
And you save the day. We get one more balloon. We now have 46. Thank you so much, Chris. I'm proud of you. Gonzo says, oh my gosh, where's Copia? Please, Copia, help us. I'll reset the timer. This is rhyme time. It's rhyme time. Rhyme time. Thanks for being here, chat, for rhyme time. O from Sizz. Nice work. D from Downs. That did not work. Brendan says, in my defense, if I had kept going and said N, that would have also have hit. That's true. Yes. You could have gone SINEP too. You don't have to go in the other order. So, O was guessed. R from K-Laugh. S from KJ. Why are we ripping Robin Williams? I mean, yes, Robin Williams was great. But why? E. Oh my gosh. Is it Hocus Pocus? Look at this, chat. It's almost like don't let the person floating from the balloons fall in the monster's mouth is aware. I think it'll be okay. Just be slightly cautious.
Maybe it was Skynet.
Right? All right. Well, good job. 4 more balloons, a total of 50. We have hit our silver anniversary. Is that right? Is that what? No, gold. Our gold anniversary. Congratulations. All of you are receiving gold in the mail, courtesy of don't let the person floating from the balloons fall in the monster's mouth. So look for that. It's definitely going to show up. Oh, yeah. Robin Williams and Good Morning Vietnam. Thank you. I have never seen Good Morning Vietnam, so I'm not a big fan of war movies. I'm not great at movies anyway, as we've established on the show, but I don't really like war movies. And I realize that one's more of a comedy. But like Saving Private Ryan and what was it, 1917 or something? Wasn't that a recent one? I don't like war movies. No. Midnight Blue, Cerulean Blue. Actually, it could still be. No, it can't be. Cerulean Blue. G. Oh, it might be green. It might be green. Sizz would like to file a change of address. Yes, please send that to our HR team, and they will take care of that for you. Absolutely. Yes, do that. It'll work. Oh, I said green, but it can't be green because there's only 4 letters. But it could be gray, and it depends on how they spell gray. Luckily, they do it with an A because that's the first one that I hit. So that's good. Ooh, charcoal gray. That's how I like my Ram truck. Charcoal gray. I think we got it perfect, right? No, we missed 1 balloon. 6. We're up to 56. And we can do a couple more puzzles. Chat, there's a good chance we could get to our diamond anniversary on the same day that we reached our gold anniversary. Could you imagine? Could you imagine how good that would be? It'd be amazing. I mean, it rarely ever happens on this show. Down says D. A hit. Do it for the next half hour. No, we have more important things to get to, like Gaming Morning Show, Morning Gaming Renews, and some Rocket League games, and a recap of our interview with founder and CEO of Player vs. Hunger. We had a chance to talk to Sylvie last hour, so we have that. It's not what Mike just typed. Okay, I just want to point that out. It's not there. We have to get to that story though, and that maybe is what you were alluding to, Mike. Mike, why don't they just let you have a setup at your job? Once your meetings are over, you can hop back in. I don't understand why. Maybe you're not even at the office. Maybe you're at home right now, and instead of doing any work anyway, you're busy just being in the show. You should just come back. Michael, come back.
Back streets, back. All right.
Nice guess, Sis. Nice guess. An O from Brendan. This is eat and drink, by the way. I'm doing a poor job of telling you what the categories are. It's got to be like toasted, right? T-O... Nope, can't be toasted. Mashed. Man, I feel like we're starting to get repeats. I'm not liking this. Maybe easy is too easy. I mean, we're all winners. We're scoring more points than the other team by the end of the game. But I feel like we're getting way too many repeats. Yeah, should we pivot back to hard? Because that was a lot of fun when we get 1 vowel words. If it wasn't for 1 vowel words, we would definitely reach our easy to remember record. You just have to type in the easy to remember acronym. $129 wasn't bad. This is toys and games. N from Quiet I Am Gaming. A from KJ. O from Lady K. Oh my gosh, K-Laugh is cracked. Holy cow, K-Laugh. A blitz.
Cracked. Zesty.
Nice work. K-Laugh got it. 6 more balloons. All right, if we get a perfect here, we will reach 75 and celebrate both our golden anniversary and our diamond anniversary on the same day. Lady K, Apples to Apples is a card game, and you have to try to match certain categories. Chris, that's not it. Bob, they aren't getting it. Can you do it one more time?
To see the record for the most balloons banked in Don't Let the Person Floating from the Balloons Fall in the Monster's Mouth, remember to type the easy-to-remember acronym exclamation point DLTPFFTBFITMMREC.
We've made it really easy for you. I don't know why it's not working. I don't know how we make that acronym any easier to type in. Copia crushed it. Nice work.
Ding, ding, ding.
What's really sad is I still haven't put that acronym on a shortcut key. It would save me a lot of time typing. My fingers would have more typing in them if I did that. Kobe's going to go short end of the stick. It's looking pretty okay so far. Copia is cracked. There are so many letters to that. Well, the bad news is we didn't reach our diamond anniversary. We are at 74, but we tried. And I'm proud of you for trying, chat. That's all it takes sometimes. It's just a good effort. I am Hefty Goof, 8:30 West Coast, 11:30 out East. It is 3:30 over in the UK. World Vegan Day, Go Cook for Your Pets Day, Authors Day, Vinegar Day, Scented Candle Day, Extra Mile Day, Job Action Day, Broadcast Traffic Professionals Day, French Fried Calamari Day. Does anyone like calamari? I shouldn't like calamari with some of my typical preferences, but I do like a lot of seafood. I shouldn't, but I like it. National Brush Day, National Calzone Day. I actually think I might get calzone for lunch and dinner because they're so big.
A calzone is not a pizza.
National Cinnamon Day, National Men Make Dinner Day, Recreation Day, and National Native American Heritage Month starts today. National Gratitude Month starts today as well. Let's see. Mike says, I love calamari. Chris says, same Mike. Whereas KJ is not a fan of seafood. Kim Chica does like calamari. Yeah, I like calamari just fine. It has to be fried. I don't think I can do, like, is it squid, right? Why am I now forgetting? Like, it's just gone. But if it was not fried, I don't think I'd eat it. But you put it in the realm of, like, a blooming onion. I'm like, hey, that's pretty okay. I also eat blooming onions without dipping anything in sauce. So. Oh, I didn't know you were allergic to calamari, Kiki Lo says. Yeah, is it octopus or something like that? Why can I not remember? Calamari not fried, but with butter is delicious. Okay, it is a squid. Yeah. Scott Chick said, I have had both positives and negatives with calamari. The calamari in Gran Canaria was amazing. Over here, though, nah, they don't cook it properly. Okay. I hadn't even thought about that, to be honest. Like, if someone's allergic to some food, if you've eaten that food, yeah, you could transfer that to somebody. Huh. What's the length of time where it wears out? So let's say I'm just eating some calamari and my wife is allergic. How long do I have to wait to kiss her? Only we had a doctor on the show who might know these things. Whatever, Sean. Hope you have a good day. Kim Chica agrees with Look It's Michael on the butter is delicious thing. And then it says, I haven't had a bloomin' onion in forever. That sounds delicious. Today's the day then. You can fit it into Extra Mile Day. Perhaps the Is it Outback that does bloomin' onion? Maybe they're significantly far away from you. So for Extra Mile Day, you can go get a bloomin' onion. Kiki said, you can never kiss her again. Wow, that's rough. Well, oof. But you know, calamari is pretty good. So, all right. This is from Ben Hooper of UPI. Ben's gotten a little off his animal verb location track. I long for the days of zebra missing in Florida. But instead, we're going to take you to the Netherlands because there's a university there that has a rare penis plant blooming, according to the headline written at UPI. A rare flower nicknamed the penis plant has bloomed at Netherlands University Botanical Garden. It's a rare occurrence in Europe. The University of Leiden, maybe, says this plant, scientifically known as Amorphophallus decus sylvae, blooms only once every 2 decades. And this botanical garden hasn't had one since 1997. It's known as the pea plant due to its phallic shape of its bloom. It seems like the visual would be good. I'm not going to put it on screen because I don't want to have to take down any more VODs. There you go. If you want to look at it, you know, you're not Googling penis plant.
Please do not Google that.
That's good. You could. Maybe depends on your work, but it's an option. Anyway, that's how you can find it. It's rare for the Indonesian native plant to bloom in Europe because they have very different climate and weather conditions. However, the plant bloomed this month at 6 years old. In fact, researchers noticed that it was budding in mid-November. Anyway, the university made arrangements to allow the public to see the blooming flower and experience its famously foul odor. So the pee-pee plant doesn't smell very good. In fact, some have compared it to rotting flesh. So if you're looking for an Amorphophallus decus sylvae, you can check it out. In fact, apparently it's related to the corpse flower. Corpse flower went on display in May. That's fun. It's a fun story.
Please do not Google that, especially at work.
That'd be good. Don't Google it. You can just click the link right there. We gave you the UPI link. Oh, good. Well, Downs is fine. Downs has nothing to worry about. Don't use minted products, though, says Copia. What a fun story. Thanks, Mike. It's now 8:36. I was going to say it looks like the corpse plant. Well, funny you should say that. It's related. Soaps abrasive. Got it. Okay. You can see the countdown timer in the top right. That is until Full Plate 2020 fundraiser for Player vs. Hunger. It's happening this Saturday starting at 9 a.m. Pacific time at twitch.tv/Kim Chica. We are trying to raise $40,000 or more for Player vs. Hunger. Thanks to matching gifts from Intersloth and Twitch. A lot of fun, a lot of community games, a big event coming up from Kim Chica, benefiting Player vs. Hunger. It wouldn't be abrasive, though, if you use the right soap.
Does anyone have my Dr. Squatch soap?
Wow, Quiet. That's a throwback. We haven't heard doll hairs in a while. It's been at least since Nintendo Nerds was here. The prior version of the username for Hey, it's Brendan _TTV. Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah, it'd be really great. Like I said, thanks to your generosity, we raised about $160 for Player vs. Hunger in September, but just imagine what $40,000 we'll be able to do. And Mike is doing the fundraiser. We'll talk more about that during the course of the month, November 28th. I do love the doll hairs. I love it. Quiet says, "Oh, I use that myself all the time." That was BGMS before Gaming Morning Show. But then Quiet found us, became a kneecap subscriber, and the rest is history. I know. I thought the same thing, Chris. But it's been great to have Mike back on the air, because Mike has been playing some Red Dead Redemption roleplay, and that's entertaining. I like people who like the role-playing games. They're fun to have in the background, because you don't really have to focus on them. You can just kind of hang out and watch. It's like watching a very slow-moving play, because it could go forever. It could go for hours. So, look, it's Myko. It's for a good cause. Once a month is over, I'll probably disappear again. I think I'm just going to score this. I didn't score. Kate Zaid asks, so will you be streaming more regular during November? Well, this is great. I'm very excited about the fact we're getting Myko back. And you can watch at Look, It's Myko on Twitch. Yeah, I actually think the role-playing in Red Dead Redemption would be fun. Like if I were to do it, which I'm not, because I can't add any more inventory into my brain. I think it's more fun because it's kind of a period piece instead of like Grand Theft Auto, which is more modern. But I've never tried either, so I really can't speak to how much fun or not fun they would be. Ah. Man, I always waste my spikes. Like, always. Well, you'll get it, Mike. Augustus will be reunited with you soon. Wasting my spikes again. Wasting my spikes again. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Woohoo! We did it. Yeah, I think a calzone sounds good. It's just my only problem with calzones is there's so much dough. And I think, like, pizza's a better use of my pizza purchasing power. Because, as we know, a calzone is not a pizza, just to be clear. But they are of the same family. You don't think it has too much dough? Oh, wait, you're a calzone. Yeah, Mike was bragging about homemade calzone that Mike himself makes. So maybe that's the way to go, is I just have to have Mike ship me a calzone. I mean, this Diet Sunkiss that I drank 3 sips of made it to me in no time. It only took 10 months to get to me, so if the calzone takes half that time, it'll be extremely moldy by then. Gross. Hey, it's Brendan _TTV says, if I had a Red Dead roleplay character, his name would be Wat N. Tarnation. Oh my gosh, and you're so talented too. I would love to see you do that. I think if Mike, could you please jot down a invitation to Brendan to be in your Red Dead role plays just so we can meet Wat in Tarnation? That's so good. Kayla said pizza raviolo. Raviolo? There we go. Raviolo. Whatever. You know, at the end of the day, it's good that I try to do this and make it work. Just mispronunciation points. Whatever. King Gray, a specific spot in California that only was legally allowed to sell calzones would be a calzone zone. That's good. It's good. Oh, good. Fill out the application. Go to gamingmorningshow.tv/look it's Myco application to play Red Dead Redemption roleplay as Walt. Nope, as Watt in Tarnation. There you go. KJ says, I miss pizza and all pizza-related foods. Are there no versions of pizza that are safe for you to eat? Have you ever tried
Lego pizza?
It's taken the world by storm. We had a story from Myco a couple of months ago or weeks ago that there was actually like a Lego pizza. Wait, the roleplay server has a legitimate application? Huh. Well, there you go. If that's the case, Mike could probably help you out with it. Maybe check us out in the Discord. All right. It's now 8:44 West Coast, 11:44. We're going to play one more game of Rocket League. Then we're going to give you the clip of the day, takeaways that were pretty okay, and then we're going to send you somewhere if you're watching on Twitch. Thank you for being here on this first day of November 2021. It's been a blast so far. YouTube will have the interview with Sylvie, the founder and CEO of Player vs. Hunger. We'll have that there. And then as soon as we possibly can, like I said, we're going to get you the mashup, the cut of the Hocus Pocus table read. So, Dungeon says, sure, there are those that exist, but it just isn't the same. Yeah, and I've talked to my friend Hofbrew, is a vegetarian and was a former meat eater. And so I've asked Hofbrew about such things. You know, do you miss anything? And it not really is the answer, but there's certain things that Hofbrew eats that taste more like things that he enjoyed back in the day, and some that don't taste as good. So, oh, it prevents miscreants from signing up. I got you. I mean, that makes sense. Makes all the sense in the world. Down says, but it's only 3:45. Can the UK get an exclusive extra hour? That actually would be super fun to do, Downs. We're not going to do it this week because no. But that could be fun, is to the 2 weeks a year where the UK is at a different time than the US. We could do like a bonus hour or something. Or, I'm assuming in the spring, when we spring ahead, maybe we catch up, or maybe you're like 2 hours apart, because right now, like, it's 8:46 on the West Coast, it's 3:46 out in the UK. It's usually 4:46. That's a 4-hour difference. Nope, that's an 8-hour difference. Math is hard. It's only 7 hours right now. So maybe we find a way to, like, take an hour away from your viewing pleasure, right? So if for that week where maybe we're shorter in distance apart, I don't think that's how it's going to work, but I'm not good at math. Then yeah, you can't watch the final hour. So there's always a give and a take, Downs. Okay, always a give and a take. Damn time travel. All right, what else happening? Crust is pretty easy to replicate, but the cheese is where it gets really touchy. I can't find a good cheese-like product that can be enjoyed as much as Maz. Again, Hofbrew might have a solution for you. I don't know that for a fact, though. So, Hofbrew, if you're watching and you do have a solution for our one KJ, please put in our Discord. That'd be great. Thank you. Let's see what else. Kate Zaid, when I went vegan, I missed steak. Happy Vegan Day, by the way, Kate Zaid. Steak is one of my favorite foods. I would probably miss it a lot. Scott Chick, what are we going to do without between 4 p.m. and 5 p.m.? I'm going to be lost. Maybe we can, like, send you a rerun. The best of GMS. Yeah, I've been following. I don't cook a lot. I could probably still grill a steak just fine, but I have to cook for myself. One of the hardest parts for me cooking is the pressure of cooking for other people, because it feels like I have a chance to, like, poison someone. And I'm sure that that's, like, extra pressure I'm putting on myself, but I don't like cooking for people, especially like hamburgers and chicken. Not a big fan. But I could probably cook steak for most people, because it's pretty hard to find a temperature of steak that's cooked for like more than 3 minutes that's gonna kill someone, right? Not saying they're going to like it. It's probably going to be too rare for someone's liking. Like, fortunately, my wife is a well-done steak person, and so it's really hard to cook steak for her, which it shouldn't be, right? I should just leave it on the grill for 8 hours. But it happens. And point being is I think that that's one thing that I'm better at is steak. So, and anyway, so I started following a whole bunch of Instagrammers who do reels of people like doing steaks and like butter baths and stuff. So good. KJ, you're hired. We don't pay a lot, ask K-Laugh, but we do give exponential raises. So, and I realize that we kind of already have given you the unofficial title of culinary expert on the show, but still. It'd be fun to get together. I will bring wine. Okay, and then everyone else can bring the food, and then KJ can prepare it. I think we got a good battle plan, especially when we get the streamer village in Scotland. Kim Chica says, Sam is the same way. Enjoys very well done steak. I love medium rare. Oof, that's a tough day of cooking, because the other downside to that, and I'm a medium person. I don't like medium rare as much. I've been told medium rare is the correct way to have steak, by the way. But I'm medium. It's hard to cook medium rare and then a well done steak, because if you're manning or watching the grill, you're working on the grill, by the time you get the well done steak cooked, your medium rare has almost set too long and then is cold, and that's not fun for everyone. Let's see, what do we got? Steak party, please. That'd be fun. And the good news is KJ is in our neck of the woods, Jenny. So that actually could be a legitimate reality. I love cooking steak as well, but I would happily volunteer to eat and bring some potatoes. Well, and that was one thing, again, going back to the interview with Sylvie, I kind of asked about the story of like the work on the ground and kind of what that looks like, because again, visualizing it is always helpful. But that pivoted it into Sylvie talking about like the idea that, you know, food for Sylvie has always been about community. And that's one thing that I probably have not ever really looked at food as, because I think of events that have food as a big deal, but like I probably haven't done enough dinner parties and those kind of things. So it would be really fun, especially now as the pandemic continues, to just get a chance to have everyone together. Yeah, that'd be fun. You don't say, says Jenny. I love it. Kiki Low, the rarer the better. Have you ever had a blue steak, Kiki? That's the whole, I was told by people who like it, the quote, just chop it off the cow's ass and put it on my plate. I, for some reason, envisioned that as what Watt N Tarnation would say. Is that too rare, Kiki? Because a rare steak is, like, really well cooked compared to a blue steak. My understanding is the way that blue steaks have been described is take the steak, you go tss, tss, serve. KJ, I believe you. You know, Jeff from Montana, the person who is now a Patreon subscriber, but has also been featured in a segment called Ask Jeff. Jeff is good at smoking, like briskets and things. So going to Jeff's house is fun because you basically eat all of the good meat all the time. Oh, you've had steak tartare before. I've never tried that. This is the longest Rocket League game in the world. Gaming Morning Show, Morning Gaming Renews coming up after this game. We're going to do the lightning round edition of it. And then we are going to send you somewhere on Twitch. Got a jet early. Dentist appointment. Have a great day, y'all. Sorry for being the troublemaker, right? Never. Brendan, bring the trouble. It's like that. Was that a Black Eyed Peas song where it's like, bring the action? You could bring the trouble. KJ said, for my senior thesis project at culinary school, I featured steak tartare as a primary appetizer. Nice work. Oh, it was so good, according to Kiki Lo. I could hear your voice when I watched too much Kiki stream because I just heard, it's like the Lost City of D trailer. It was so good. Our office recently got a smoker, said Quiet. Yeah, I want to go to your office. Let's hang out. All right, it's 8:53, rapid fire version of the Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming Renews, and then we are going to send you somewhere on Twitch. Let's see. Gotta take a quick gander. That looks good. That looks good. Yes. Yes, of course. Of course. Yes. Yes. I know where we're going. All right. Brendan, have a great day, as everyone in chat is saying. Let's do our Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming Renews. This is where we recap the headlines of the day, and if you missed any of it, please follow us on Twitter at WatchGMS and search
#GMS Morning Gaming News.
All right, here are the headlines according to video game expert Sean. Sean told us earlier this morning that Nintendo reportedly is closing offices in Toronto and California, from Game Informer's John Carson. Not Johnny Carson, but John Carson. So, that's the thing. Sega and Microsoft announced gaming strategic alliance. According to what I glanced at on Twitter this morning, apparently they are going to be making super games. So, a lot of games. 24 years after release, Goldeneye N64 is no longer banned in Germany, from Zach Sweezen of Kotaku. That last story, by the way, was Matt Purslow of IGN. I really had hoped Tracer would show up today, so that we could ask Tracer about this whole N64 banned in Germany. But apparently it was the case, and you couldn't buy it. So, yeah. Yes, there is GMS games, GMS Plays tonight. That is Guardians of the Galaxy, and it'll be at 9 p.m. Pacific time. Out today, The Legend of Tianding for Switch and PC. Extase for Switch, and QB Planets for Switch. Our name of the morning was Dogs Organized Neatly, out today for PC.
#GMS Name of the Morning.
All right, get ready for your takeaways that were pretty okay, chat. What is something you learned from today's show? And then we're going to send you over to someone playing Just Dance 2022 Early Access. Bob, help me out, buddy. It's time for Clip of the Day.
Seriously? Can't any of you do anything yourself? Like, for real? I just have this tiny box. I never get shown in it anyway. Whatever. Fine, here it is. It's the Clip of the Day. Toot toot!
What color is dirt white?
Dirt white. You don't know what dirt white is? It's... Yeah, Kiki, dirt is brown? I just want to... I don't mean to be annoying.
It's UK dirt.
Oh, is UK dirt white?
Could be.
I don't know. I've never been there.
Could be, I guess.
So why did you play badminton? I've never actually heard of anyone playing badminton outside of, like professionals.
Like family.
I hadn't even thought of that.
Family reunions.
I just got dragged into the goal.
Okay, thank you, Lady K. I just wanted to... Lady K has confirmed that dirt is not white in the UK.
That was kind of a double dip on the Clip of the Day. It was both the hilarity of finding out that Kiki Lo is telling us that dirt in the UK is white, but also me getting dragged into the goal on that particular Clip of the Day. That was nice work. It was a good first hour. It was a good second hour with Sylvie of Player vs. Hunger joining us. And last final hour crew, thank you, chat, for being here, keeping me company as we man the ship by ourselves. Mr. Bonks is where we're going to send you, playing early access to Just Dance 2022. I love going over to Mr. Bonks, but especially watching Bonks play Just Dance, so that should be good. All right, everyone have a lovely rest of your day. Kiki's got to take off and head to a meeting. What is something you learned from today's show? Okay. What is a takeaway that was pretty okay? I learned that, calamari is squid. I relearned it. That was good. Also, learned that Bob is really particular about M&Ms. Oh, and also, you couldn't buy Goldeneye in Germany. So, Downslord, time zones are Baliches. And Look at Smyko says, man, a lack of a beard makes my head look like a bouncy ball. You do look different without the beard, Mike. But we like it better than when we lost all your hair. So, that's good. Say hi, good morning from GMS to Mr. Bonks, please. My takeaway is I want not blue steak. And Kim Chica said, I learned cooking steak is about when you start cooking them, not when you finish. KJ said, takeaway pizza is delicious. Great job, chat. Our Billy Thundergun award winner today is Mike's mustache. Congratulations, Mike's mustache.
Billy Thundergun, Teammate of the Match Award.
We'll do it again tomorrow, as we do Monday through Friday, 6 to 9 a.m. Pacific time, Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and GamingMorningShow.tv. Until then, for Sean, for Mike, for Austin, I'm Hefty Goof. Thanks, Sylvie. It was a lot of fun. We'll see you again tomorrow.